Fellers! We're live, dude. Can you believe that, dude?
It's happening.
That's crazy.
Live.
I would hope
We're
we were
playing
live.
the
Who'd have thought?
D&D, dude.
Not me.
Oh, dude. It's not like we've been
Damn.
talking about this for like 3-4 weeks. I don't know. When did we end yours?
Wait, we have?
Fellers!
Yo, we
Wait, I
talked.
forgot to mute my
It seems like forever ago.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't remember talking at all.
Yeah, who talks?
talking. I used to talk
I just kind of
once.
like showed up and we're just kind of doing this now. Like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
It's been 2
What-
weeks.
What are we doing?
2 weeks
I didn't
since the
agree
end
to
of Michael's.
this.
Wow, that's tough, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's the guy who's literally been the most anticipated for this, dude. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't want to
Oh,
do this.
hold
Well,
on,
you're gonna do it anyway.
I got
Okay.
it. Ready? I'm gonna put my hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy shit! 11, 12.
What are you
13.
What's
pointing?
going on?
What are
See,
you
you
to see the
counting?
delay.
He's checking the delay.
Oh.
It's called
It's
fine.
it's called natural delayed.
Who fucking cares?
I want to test something.
I just got
28
it.
seconds. 28 seconds.
Yeah, I just got it.
Ah, damn. 30-second delay. Let's go. All right, we
It's
balled.
fine though. It's fine though, dude.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
So we got a couple things to talk about before we actually begin. So hi, welcome to Polymorph. Now, this is
Yeah.
we used to be Shirtlessness, but now we rebranded. We've also added a new member, Connor. Say hi,
What's
Connor.
up?
Hi,
The
Connor.
Hi,
Thank you,
Connor.
In
Thank
some
you.
circles, he's known as the Sandwich.
Or, if you do actually know me from Twitch, Lord Otis. Hi, I'm back. I know I
Speaking
haven't
of
been on
Sandwich,
it.
new video comes out on Friday about how much AJ likes mayo. So
a
A little bit of a sneak peek for
yeah,
the video. I like
I'm
it.
not gonna lie to you. The title of that video is called AJ likes mayo.
Oh my! No way, bro.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
love
I
mayo.
cut out the fact that you got repeated, so it's gonna be in the morphed cut. So we'll be good.
All right, cool.
So basically, and what that means is that I have leftover footage from the recording. I'm gonna then turn that into its own video series of just leftover footage. So
Yeah,
you'll
speaking of, I
see
still
that
tried to
later.
send you my POV, and it still took too goddamn long.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I gotta figure that shit out.
I think what we gotta do when we're doing these is like after the hour mark, we end the recording and then we start a new one.
Yeah.
That way
We'll
the
figure that
files
out.
aren't too big.
It also didn't help that OBS's default, what is it, MKP instead of MP4.
Yeah, it's MKV instead of MP4, which is
So.
lame.
I mean, that wasn't hard
Yeah,
enough.
and
That I was able to fix easily. It's the fact that it just took so long to try and upload
Yeah.
on the Google Drive. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here
In
to play some
terms of the
D&D.
channel, that's it. I think we all have to talk about. So, D&D, we have me. I am the DM with these 5 Giga Chads.
No, I'm the DM.
No,
Maybe I'll be the
I
DM.
made this campaign.
shut up.
I'm DMing again.
It's not what these papers say.
It's not what these papers say.
I
have signed documentation.
Yeah, so basically how this timeline works here is my campaign, The Forgotten War, is the main campaign, and the End of the Incursion campaign was the prequel that Michael did. So before I actually do anything, Michael's going to give a recap of what happened during his campaign, and then we'll begin with mine.
Please do. I wasn't there.
So, Ryan, this campaign, the Forgotten War campaign, is taking place after the events of the Elemental Incursion.
Yes, we'll have a little bit of flashbacking and flash forwarding, but in terms of the actual story arc as we continue and you guys are controlling characters, this will be in the future.
Alrighty. So basically the whole setting before all of this for the Elemental Incursion was where you guys actually ended up was a region called Ioplos on the continent of Veralica. It's basically the content. Oh my god. The continent has been in war for nearly 300 years. with the elemental planes. And specifically, this region has been in war with the plane of fire. And these three, Gideon, Skylar, and Hoot, were all heroes who Queen Dalen sent letters to figure some shit out with their debt problem. Basically, this big guy, his name is Atala, and he is an Afridi warlord who has been pretty much destroying the region of Ioplos. And in order to not destroy the city, the queen is paying this guy, essentially bribing this guy to not destroy her city because she cares a lot about her people.
Based queen.
So these three guys
Based.
arrive, and they are sent on a mission to retrieve some sort of rumored treasure, and accompanied by a friend in Felix. They travel through the jungles of Ioplos, coming across some ancient ruins, inside of which they discover they're inhabited by snake people, Yuan Ti. And as they make their way through fighting all of these guys, they make their way into the temple where the big bad guy there resides, a Yuan Ti anathema, essentially a quasi god. And so yeah, they fought him and opened the vault. Got a pretty nice amount of gold. They
Along
traveled
with
back.
this massive freaking pillar.
Oh yeah. Also, along with that gold, they found a bunch of magic items for their use, but also an artifact of some kind. This artifact, they later discover when they travel back to be something known as the anti-gate. Essentially, it seals all portals and protects against a plane of your choice, whoever uses the artifact. It protects the plane, stated, for a really long time. And basically, this artifact kick-started a sort of retaliation, now that they know they can probably end this war. So returning to the queen, they decide that they are going to war. Also, after the event of the queen's son being stolen, and also Felix being stolen, both were killed in front of the queen's eyes. So, vengeance, and big war was going on. The three that were sent to retrieve the gold are now being sent to kill Atala. And so they make their way up Mount Malice, a very tall and active volcano, and they enter Atala's fortress after some time and fight this guy. And unfortunately, they don't kill him. He ends up escaping, which is really unfortunate because that counterspell would have prevented him from leaving, and you guys could have killed him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
should have done better. Should have done better.
it should have, but he escaped and left his fortress to crumble as the volcano erupts after the party activates the artifact. So now the continent is clouded in darkness and in a long volcanic winter. And the three died, unfortunately. It was a good run, though.
Y'all really tried.
Yeah. So
Would have
that
been
was
different
the
if
that
I
was
was there.
that was the end of the incursion campaign. So when mine begins, that's where we'll leave off. But before I actually get into material, we're gonna just show the characters, show your guys' characters, and give off their names. That's all we're gonna
Oh.
express before we actually do anything.
Okay.
So
No,
on
no
screen,
description, just like
nothing.
I'm gonna
Just
be playing
I'm
this
just gonna
for-
pull the picture up with the thumbnail because all your characters are in there, and then we're
Okay.
just gonna give off names. So blue guy with tentacles, Connor. Would you like to?
Cirrus. Hi.
So he's
Do you
serious.
want me to say anything? Cirrus, yes. Hi. How you doing?
AJ,
Like the cloud.
you're next.
My name is Ram.
Rom.
But no, my character's name is Rom Weiler.
Ronald Weasley.
Almost like
Nice.
Rottweiler.
No.
Rottweiler.
You got the dog in him.
Avery,
He's got the
what is the
dog.
name of your character, my friend?
Name of my character is Sheldon.
Oh yeah.
Can't tell from this
Sheldon the
red turtle
turtle.
with the shell.
Ah.
G, you're next.
Olaf Penville.
And Michael, you're chick. First time playing a female character.
Oh yeah. I am playing Raylith Rimor.
All right. Well,
You
I wish to
probably have
try and-
already forgotten everyone's names by now.
I
You're
wish to
so-
try and
you're
seduce
right.
a
Let's
female.
begin.
you're absolutely right. Especially because I thought
I wish-
Connor's
Hey, you
name
know
was
what?
Cyrus.
Yeah, you know what's great about that?
Cirrus.
What?
In character introductions.
Yeah, dude, it's almost like I planned that, dude. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
Crazy, dude. All right,
yeah.
so, fellas,
Sit back, relax.
sit back,
and enjoy.
relax, and enjoy the movie. I guess I don't know.
Mm.
Movie.
So,
I think Roblox.
Bro,
My
I
life
don't know
like
if
a
y'all were
movie.
watching or not. Stream is definitely gonna know like when we put this on, but I've had a whole meal during that introduction, and
It's
I've
only
already
been
cracked
15
open, like,
Oh,
a
yeah,
soda and shit.
yeah.
It's in 15 minutes. I already got a whole meal down, bro.
Nice.
All right.
So,
Well, hello,
Cue 20th
everybody.
century Fox music. In a world.
Alright, anyways.
In a world.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
well,
bring it back,
hello
bring it back.
everybody. Welcome to the Forgotten War campaign. This campaign is a sequel to Michael's The End of the Incursion campaign, except this campaign is being run by me, Ryan, dude. Keep in mind, to fully understand what happens in this campaign, you should go watch The End of the Incursion or pay attention to the details that Michael just gave earlier. That series is on the channel in a playlist. You guys can go watch that. So, let's get down to the action. So, we open on an overview of Ioplos region. Everything falling apart. Among the chaos, a strange and very large white cloud appears over Ioplos. Another in Fellini, and soon starts to scatter across the entire sky, the entire realm. Each town, each city, each village, all of the clouds are starting to combine over a span of 10 minutes or so. Everyone turns to look at the sky as a massive hole appears. The hole slowly begins to suck in the ocean, then it starts sucking in the towns and the cities, and then it sucks AJ. It then becomes
What?
so powerful that the entire realm is consumed by this hole, and everyone and everything
Hold up.
dies.
Hold up. What do you mean by that?
You know exactly
Wait
what
a
I mean by
second.
that.
Hey, it's got the power to suck the ocean. I mean,
It's got-
AJ.
So now
So
everything
the
is
world is devoured.
the world has been sucked in by this massive hole. So now it's flashback time. So we flash back to a man covered by his hood. The only features seen are the bottom of his nose and his long white beard. He took an orb off of a pedestal and floated through a portal. He exits the other side of this portal in a massive castle overlooking his land. He stands on his balcony for a moment, looking at all the pain his people go through. He smiles. He then makes his way down a long flight of stairs, taking this orb to what seems to be a highly protected vault. As he enters the vault, the orb begins to glow white. He goes to place the orb on the pedestal, but instead, it floats above it. He performs a very powerful spell, using all his strength, waving his hands around the orb, and saying these very strange magical words in a very deep voice. The orb begins to crack and emits a very long bang noise as a white ring shoots out of the orb. Then we cut to outside the castle. Everyone and everything begin to change instantaneously as the ring approaches them. Physical characteristics, their mood, even objects change different colors and sizes. But the biggest change for people and animals are their memories. Their families and friends seem unrecognizable. We go back to the man. The man sees that the spell in the orb has spiraled out of control. He says, "This wasn't supposed to happen. This should have been simple." After he finishes the sentences, we can see his eyes. He has two dark brown eyes, but one begins to change. His right eye stays brown, but his left turns blue. He then mutters in distress, "My sons, my daughter, please, come fix my wrongdoings. Please put this evil power to rest." His eyes then go back to brown. The man stands up and casts a new spell on the orb. The spell able to contain his previous spell and preventing any more changes. Once the spell was contained, he cast one more spell on the orb. Using some of its energy, he created a massive clear dome around his island. People unable to get through to the bridge that connected them to the mainland. After putting so much on the line, he goes upstairs in his room and falls asleep. Now we flash forward to the present day, roughly 600 years after the war has ended. We focus on these
a long
5
time.
people, 4 men and 1 woman, chained to the bottom of the mast of a ship. The crew of pirates, in total panic as they are heading toward a waterfall. There are 5 other people on this ship, 3 crew members, the captain, and the captain's young son. During the panic, the young boy runs to his father steering the ship and swipes a set of keys. The captain, too focused on trying to stop and steer the ship away from the waterfall, doesn't notice. The boy runs to the chain people and uses the keys to take the chains off. He says, "My name is Ian. Jump off the edge of the ship. We are close enough to the shore that you will only get a couple bruises. In terms of the ship, my father's men can handle themselves. Also, take this map. It will help you guys get out of the desert. Make your way." Cough moment.
Are you okay, kid?
I'm good. Make your way to make your way to Schvark's town. Shvark. The 5 people thank the boy and run toward the edge of the ship and jump off, safely making it to shore. They turn to look at the ship. The ship continues moving toward the waterfall, and unfortunately, it falls off the edge. This destroys the ship and kills everybody on board. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Forgotten War campaign.
Alrighty.
So, if all players and viewers can now direct their attention to the map seen on screen, you will see a map.
Oh,
The map.
I see
As
a
you
map.
can see, this map has no locations named. He did say that if you go west, that's where Schvark's town is. So that would be this little area right here. You guys are a little bit like right here.
Oh,
I can't
We-
see.
yeah, we don't
your
see
what you're
clicking.
doing.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
I moved
Cannot
you guys
see
over there.
clicking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
moved
can-
us, but we just
I can
can't
the map, I can't
see.
your clicking.
Yeah, so yeah,
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so yeah, so you guys are right here.
gotcha.
Yeah, and this is the town that he was talking about.
West.
So those motherfuckers died around here then.
Yes, like right down here,
Okay.
that's where they died.
Gotcha.
On the back, at the bottom left of the map, is a name. The name, glowing red, says Shalu. You guys may now do as you will.
Alrighty.
History question. Do I remember how long I was kidnapped for? It's like how long we were on that ship for?
Yeah, that is
Like,
a good
Would
like,
we, would we know how long we were on that ship for?
You guys were knocked out. So,
Shit. Okay,
No.
so we have no idea.
You can't
All right.
remember.
the
Sounds
only
good.
memories you have memories of, of course, your life beforehand, your backstories. Makes sense.
Don't
but
know
in
how
terms,
we got onto the ship.
you have no idea how you got on the ship. All you know is you just open your eyes and you're just on this ship, heading toward his impending doom.
There's a child that runs towards us with jingling keys. I turn
Yep.
over to the rest of the guys like, did any of y'all befriend that child? Why did that kid help us?
I am not exactly sure
I don't
why,
know, bro.
but
What a clue.
I
don't know,
suppose it
bro.
beats.
I
I
don't
suppose
know,
it beats falling down a waterfall to our death. So
I mean,
I'll take it.
fair enough. I guess it's just a genuinely good kid. Sad he died. What a
5
pain.
dies so 5 can live? What the frick?
Oh man.
Uh, anyways,
What I wanted.
hello everybody. My name is Cirrus. And who else is
Sir, question.
answer?
Yeah.
Do you always look like that?
Yeah, what do you look like?
I would like
What
to
do we see?
just. Oh, okay. So out of character here, you see pretty much a blue ocean creature with like fins and like tentacles coming out of his back with the wings. And I just like, oh, sorry, if that makes you uncomfortable, I can put them away. It's just like easier to just kind of more like a lax stance, I guess. You know, just having them flow out naturally, like
I'm
in the
just
breeze.
more so curious how you're able to live like that. I don't think I've ever seen something that looks like something that you look like.
I'll be right
Half
back.
of someone, half of something, if that makes it better.
Can you
Um,
breathe our air?
Yes, I can
That's-
breathe. I can breathe in the air, I can breathe in the water, and I can breathe in space. Don't ask how, don't ask why, it's not important.
What is space?
Oh, shit, okay. So look up, right? Like during the night sky and stuff like that?
Oh, like
Um,
where the stars are.
yes, I can breathe up there.
Of course, of course.
You're telling me
Um,
we're not trapped inside of a big barrier?
Well, I guess now we are.
You guys are not in the barrier that guy made.
Oh, uh, wait, so, no, it is a barrier, but trust me, it's not that hard to get past.
You
Yeah,
seem
I
like
can't
you
really
have
tell
experience
much.
with this sort of thing.
I can't tell you much else. I just gotta. Let's just say my mother was very excited to show me a lot of things. I'll end it there. What about you?
People.
Shit. Okay. The thing is, I don't know what y'all's names are, and I
They,
forgot. It's
if
not.
you go to the little
Yeah, well,
newspaper, you
you
should
wouldn't-
be able to see.
I was gonna
Actually,
say, yeah, we haven't even
You
Yeah.
wouldn't
introduced
know
ourselves
our
in the game,
names.
so you wouldn't know what our names
Oh,
are.
that's fair.
You guys
You
do
turtle
know
shell
them.
man,
Me? Well,
man with the turtle
name's-
shell.
My name's Sheldon.
Players, you know names. Characters do not yet.
Okay.
well,
Sheldon.
except you know who Connors is though, because he said his
Yeah.
name.
I just introduced.
I made
myself.
that public to you guys now. You can see his name.
So, Sheldon, can you breathe underwater as well?
Prefer not to. It's awfully filthy now. It used to back in the years.
Oh,
I'm very much to myself, not very public.
I
So,
see.
Any particular reason why?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
All right.
No.
Well, all right then.
What about you, questioner man? Actually, who's playing
Oh.
the female? Who's playing the female?
That'd be Michael.
Okay, perfect. All
Guy
right.
with the long
I'll take it.
hair.
All right. You, questioner man.
People with long hair.
Oh, me. I'm no one special. Just a man of the forest, charting the stars. Actually,
Oh, that
I
must
do
be a
have,
long conquest.
more so just writing down what I see when I look up at nighttime.
Ah, yes,
There
yes,
is
yes.
someone I would like you to meet. Blim. And at this point, a little ghostly rabbit head is gonna pop out of my shoulder and just kind of like start looking around at everybody. And
No,
then
fuck.
I'm just gonna look at it. Well, don't be scared. Introduce yourself. And the ghostly rabbit is going to jump out of my shoulder and jump straight into Sirius's body, and then I'm going to start speaking telepathically with him. It is very nice to
Oh?
meet you. My name is Rom.
Oh, Rom, are you the rabbit?
No, the rabbit's name is Blim.
Oh, oh shit. Okay. So we have a rabbit of Blim, and you are Rom, but you can speak to me telepathically through Blim. Blip.
Of course.
Blend. Mr. B.
A sort of gift Blim gave me, and I'm very grateful for it.
Mm. You see a tentacle like appear out of the chest, like kind of cradling Blim to like take him out of the body.
Yeah, I'll like kind of, and at this point, nobody else is hearing what we're saying because this is all telepathic.
Yeah,
and then
it's all
I'm just,
telepathic, but I
yeah,
draw
and then
like
I'm
the
just
rabbit
gonna,
from
yeah, I'm just gonna call Blim, and he'll kind of jump back out and like jump back inside my body.
here. Very interesting friend you got there. You, lady. Your turn.
So yeah, that's the thing.
You have a very masculine voice.
You turn to look my way, and I am farther down the stream.
And she's gone. All right, next
Get over
gentleman.
here!
She just
she's
walked
gone.
away from everybody.
Just-
And you, the one with
And
the cloak?
she is in a, as far as you can
What?
see from where you're at, she's wearing a black cloak, and it looks like she's kneeling down.
Hmm.
all
Well.
right. I think she needs some time. I don't know if she's grieving the dead or licking the water, but either way,
Drowning herself.
yeah, next gentleman.
Well, Michael, are you looking at like where is she? Like, is she looking at where they fell over, or is she just kind of like looking at the river?
She's looking at where they fell over.
Okay. Well, when she walked over there, there's no waterfall.
No.
What? So does it, like, it's a river,
It's a river.
correct?
Yes.
Where's
We
the
watched.
ship?
Okay, so wait, so we watched them go down this waterfall,
Yeah.
and now the waterfall's just not there.
Yes.
Man, what
Where's
the fuck?
where's the ship? Can we see the ship?
You see no remains of the ship.
What the fuck?
Just gone.
Is it? I don't think it's very common
Yeah,
for
she
waterfalls
still would
to
be
just
over there.
disappear. What happened to us? Can I try and recall anything that happened, like before I was knocked out?
If you want to.
Would
First
you like me to
roll?
roll something?
First
Yeah.
roll of a
let's, you know,
campaign?
let's see. Let's do a thing.
Probably
here.
history.
Let me think here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to recall the last thing I remember before
Yeah.
before waking up on being woken up by this child on the boat.
There's a couple that I'm thinking of, so just give me a second.
Oh yeah, character description. Also, my character is blindfolded, but it's
Yeah,
like every
let's
time
just
he
do.
looks.
We'll just do a history just to make it easy.
All right,
Just
first
to
roll.
keep it simple.
First roll.
10.
An exact 10. Wow.
You do not. You do not remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately,
fucker.
Michael, you would remember because we know the song, but he does not remember. No
do
one's
not
gonna
try to
understand
remember.
that. That's an inside joke between me and Michael.
Well,
And you in the purple cloak?
I'm Tolith. I am going around spreading the word of my deity. The one that gives me
Spreading
the
the word?
powers to do what I want.
Oh, so you're a holy man.
Some ways. Not your traditional holy man.
Interesting.
Also,
Well,
just letting you guys know, you
Perhaps
can
you'll
use
have
your.
to.
Sure. Or definitely. Fucking words are hard.
Words are pretty hard.
Definitely. Let's get situated before we do all that, though.
Why are you so loud?
I don't know, bro, 'cause I'm right
because
next to
he's
my
right
mic.
next to his.
Let me push it back.
It sounds like you're eating your microphone.
Right. We should probably get our bearings straight. Find some sort of civilization after what just happened.
I just met you guys. I don't know if I can trust y'all.
What time of? Well, if you would like to be lost in the wilderness without the wilderness man to help you, you may be my guest. and I'm
That's
gonna.
fair point.
And what time of day is it, Ryan?
The sun is approaching the zenith. That is
What does?
almost
sky.
noon. Means
High
it's almost
noon.
noon.
Okay. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just gonna like spin around, pick a direction, and just start walking.
Remember, the boy did say west was the town.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
We
Okay, well
don't
then
know
I will
which
instead start
direction is
walking
west
west.
right now. That's the problem.
But you would. The map has a thing, and if you
Oh, yeah.
line up the river, you would know exactly where west is.
Also, just gonna say real quick, if you go into your settings on Roll20, you can actually make your character, your display name is your character name, which makes it really easy on the rest of us for remembering who's who.
Yo, really?
Yeah, I typed it in the chat, but absolutely no one did it, so I'm assuming y'all did not read that chat.
No, hey man, I just did it. Okay.
I just sat down.
I just sat down. Oh, you're gonna say my snake now? Look at that.
Who started a conversation
Snake
like that?
man.
I just sat down.
Just sit
All right.
down.
So I'm gonna start walking west.
West
Well,
walking. I
are
wish
people-
to join
are-
Rom Watt.
Are people on the move?
I'm moving.
Righty.
Yep, I guess we
Damn.
going.
Is everyone just gonna follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
might
well,
as
I'm
well.
I'm looking away from you guys.
Yeah,
From
so
what I
he
know, I
wouldn't
haven't-
exactly know.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you want to join us? We're probably going to try and head to the next town over.
She says no. Riz level not high enough.
Ah.
She gets
Excuse
up.
me.
She stands up. And she turns your way. You see an interesting figure. Where's my fucking character sheet? Here it is. Yeah, you see a female figure. Slightly thin. A bit muscular actually.
Built
She's
different.
mostly void of color. Only shades of black and white, her skin being a pale light gray tone, and her hair colored black. You see a white strip travel down her long hair, some of which is tied in a ponytail. Her eyes are a bluish gray hue and pointed elven ears. She has a very gloomy and melancholic mood about her.
Well, I can understand why you're down in the dumps in this situation, but there's probably better things to do than be moping about it. We should probably get moving. Use our legs.
Yeah, you're gonna die out here, lady.
Hey, lady, shut the fuck
And then at this point, I'm gonna summon Blim, and I'm gonna send him out towards this girl. And then I'm gonna
I
start
pull out my
communicating-
sword and shield
Oh,
as
Pull out
the
my
bunny
tentacles,
as it approaches me.
I'll just
I-
have it
I
keep, I'll just have it
whip
keep
my-
approaching.
I whip out my tentacles and I'm just like, hold on, let's all calm down here.
Should we restrain her?
I don't think that will be necessary. Blim is
Yes.
quite okay in this situation.
Who are you?
Alright.
The spectral rabbit is still just floating towards you.
Who are you?
I believe
Well,
we
if
asked
you
you
would-
that question first.
Well, if you would let my friend here, Blim, approach you, I could tell you.
Who are you?
I don't think she wants the spectral Blim
You
to
can tell
go-
me now.
I push past Rom and I just like look over like, okay, my name is Cirrus. Hi, nice to meet you. We are not here to be hostile. We all just got kicked off of a boat after being chained up and saved by a child who supposedly has just died. So, what's your name?
That is the greatest description of what just happened I've ever heard in my life.
So, what is your name, ma'am?
I don't see you grieving their losses.
Oh, that's because
Well,
I've seen.
Why do you
thousands of
care
people
about
die.
me?
'Cause you're
Because you are currently
alive.
standing here. Yes, you are alive and not dead.
The other one's El Bozo. Just come with us.
And also, the waterfall's not there, so how do we know they actually went over the waterfall?
Because there's probably no boat left.
They're no longer there.
Because you watch them fall over the waterfall.
What? They're not there.
Okay, bro.
No proof.
No.
Okay, well, nope. There's no proof in the pudding. Worst comes to worst, they're dead. Best comes to best, they're alive. So, assume the worst, hope for the best. There you go.
He's got a point.
Anyways, ma'am, you seem to be
Let
grieving
go.
very hard. Did you know that, child?
No,
Hello?
I did
Oh,
not.
okay. All right.
I only grieve for his loss.
Fair enough. I would too. That was a very, very small child. So
I know
your
she
name?
will bring them to their right place.
Okay. Your name?
As you say that, Michael, a raven flies over your head, heading north.
Heading north.
Football team. What?
I look at this raven and I start following it.
And then it starts to turn northwest.
Turn northwest. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of look at its flying direction. Does it continue northwest?
Yes.
Does it turn anymore?
It continues northwest, across the water.
Across the water.
Well, I think we've all introduced ourselves quite lovely. Now I'm going to leave. I would like to find a town.
We
And I'm
still
going
do not
to-
know her name.
I'm just gonna start walking. At
I'm
this
just gonna
point.
follow
Yeah.
her.
For me.
At this point, she's too mysterious. Just backs 3 times. Have no name. I follow the rest of the group.
Come, Blim.
You guys are traveling west.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh, it's
So
worth the
what
travel.
side do we have to cross the river in order to head west?
No.
Okay. So then, going northwest
You would cross the water.
would cross the water.
Yeah.
Okay. He thinks fairly hard for a second.
And it doesn't. It's now
Stays
as you're
confused.
waiting and not making your move, Michael. It's not
Hurry up.
flying. It's just kind of floating and kind of like letting the wind. He's just floating
Kinda
with the
just
wind. He's just kind of his wings open. He's
gliding.
not flapping. Yeah.
So we're going like, we're going like from like
I'll-
here.
I'll look back at the party. Or
Here to
at the
here,
rest of
right?
them.
Yeah, somewhere like here to here.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll turn
Something like that.
and I'll yell to the rest of them before they head off too far. Come with me if you want to live.
I look at her and I'm like, I think that'd be a better proposal from our side.
Do you see the raven?
Do I
I've
see
seen
a
plenty of
raven?
It's
birds.
a sign. It's a sign of life.
Ravens are pretty spooky.
They're
Yeah.
pretty spooky.
I pass.
I'm still going west, but it's kind of spooky, man.
You're
They're
ominous,
black
but you
and
still
shit,
have
they're
not.
scary. They like, yeah, they got a very mysterious aura.
Michael,
Yes.
you start to hear a very faint voice, female voice.
Do I recognize this voice?
You might recognize this as your god. You follow the raven in due time, my child, but you can go with them.
But I have to follow it now.
Everything
In
will
due
be
time,
okay.
ho.
You can wait a little bit.
Then why must the raven fly away from life?
It's not. There's more than just where the raven's going. There's life in all directions. I need this one to be where
Depressing.
it's going. You'll meet up with him soon.
Guys, I think this lady's crazy.
I look over to Rom and I'm like, does she base all her life decisions off of a raven?
I
Yeah.
thought I was crazy for being able
I
to
mean-
talk to people in my head, but
I was
Okay.
crazy once.
No,
we're not doing
No.
that.
I've made people
If
go
it-
insane, but
If
I've
it
never
makes
seen
you,
this
if
kind
it
of
makes you
insanity.
feel better, I can give you
I can
another
finish this one,
raven.
Murphy.
Give you another raven.
It's fine.
You want another bird?
I got a
You don't
pigeon.
even you don't hear me talking.
No. At this point, we're so
This
far
isn't my
along that
mind.
it's like I don't even know if we see you anymore because we're
Uh-huh.
still moving and we never like stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
So
going.
Michael, now you'll
No
notice
one-
now you'll notice that this raven has stretches and breaks into two. One of them continuing northwest, the other following the party.
Alrighty. Well then. I guess
What?
I'll follow the group. Do they see the raven?
No, they're already like gone.
We are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are alone.
You can
right
still
now.
see
So
like you.
I appear fucking insane to you guys.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Yes.
mad
you
as
can
shit.
still see them, of course, but they're not. They did not just watch this raven break into two.
Yeah.
No, we are face forward. We're following Rom because Rom is a wilderness man. I'm just like second behind because I wanna see what Rom's up to. So it's like
Yeah, I guess I'll reluctantly catch up with the group.
the reluctant follower.
All right, well, you guys are traveling, so I'm not gonna do encounters for this travel, just because I don't feel
What
like
a
it.
shame.
So
Before we actually head out,
yeah,
once this mysterious lady decides to catch up with us and join our party, I'm gonna send Blim inside of her and then communicate with her telepathically. Your company is truly appreciated. You can call me Rom.
my name is Rom.
I look over to her, unknowing that Blim is inside of her, and look over to us like, so you're gonna tell us your name now?
Yeah, to you, all of a sudden, I just start speaking in your head.
Not unusual.
What
Rom
is
back.
your name, ma'am? What is your name?
I'm
Ezekiel.
Rayla?
Rayleigh.
Raylif. Ah, Raylif. Nice to meet you.
Stay away from me.
My
You
pleasure.
got cooties.
Oh, brother, I probably got way more than cooties.
You
I
got
have
that sea monster
hepatitis.
syphilis.
I've got that sea monster stuff. I got
Can
that
I speak
algae.
to
bug.
you in your telepathic bond thing? Can I speak next to you?
Let me check if you can speak back. I believe so. Just go ahead and continue on.
We'll say that all this is happening as you're moving. So
Yeah, we're all
that's what I'm
walking.
doing.
yeah.
Dice stack.
Oh, we got public notes?
Yeah, you guys each have handouts. You guys each have public and private notes. Public notes the entire party can see, and private notes are just for you and your character.
Where do we see that at? Because I'm new to Roll20.
So
Okay,
you
so-
see like the little newspaper in the top right hand corner, Avery?
Yeah.
If you click that, you'll see the players, which is all of your
Oh,
guys'
dope.
characters. As you guys get introduced to characters, they'll appear also. And then there's also a handouts, which is where you see your handouts and the other players' handouts. I have it all organized out.
Awesome.
But yeah, to answer your question, Michael, yes, you can talk back to me.
Why do you care for me?
Well, I care for all life.
Even the ones lost?
I see that the dead are part of the cycle. This I recognize.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, by then.
Shut up, G.
None of us hear this, right?
No.
What
So,
does
Mr. Octopus Man?
I'm curious,
Yes,
like,
Cyrus, right?
what does like
Oh.
what does everyone look like? I
Citrus.
got I got Sirius's description and I got Rom's description.
Everyone loves a serious description.
I mean, at this point, you would see everybody. You're all walking together.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
I don't know what
dark-skinned elf. And I have a cloak on.
You guys should be able to
Sheldon.
see the little tokens on the right also. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
there for your pictures.
Yeah.
On the right? What do you mean?
And then
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Sheldon is a red turtle. How tall is
sh-
everyone?
Let me try something.
Oh,
I'm like
shoot.
5'11".
Yeah, I'm about 5, probably about 5'10", just an average height.
Mhm.
Not
I'm
exceptionally tall, not exceptionally short.
I'm just a
I
little
am 6'2".
slightly above average.
I'm
Like-
6'2".
5'5".
5'5".
Rayleigh
Turtle should be taller.
is about Sirius's height.
Yeah.
You are a very tall
Tall
lady.
buddies.
Yeah,
I'm a
very tall
tall
woman.
lady.
Actually, if you add on my tentacles, I'm probably like 10 something.
That
If
doesn't
I
count.
really stretch, you know.
But yeah, you see light-skinned elven person. She has a shield and a longsword, and she wears like a silvery kind of chainmail. Also embroidered on her shield is the symbol of a raven.
So, Raylith, is that your family crest or is that a personal belief crest right there? On your shield.
It's not a personal belief.
So it's a family crest.
No.
Is it just a crest?
So it's
The
a
gods
drawing?
are not personal beliefs. The gods are very real.
I don't think that's what he meant.
That's not what I meant at all.
I'm
but
gonna keep it
sure.
100, you chief.
First, okay, great.
Keep
Great
your book.
talking to you. Anyways,
Ryan, why is
You
the snow
still-
island in the fucking south?
Huh?
She is really
Why is the
awkward.
snow
in this-
like looking thing in the south?
Yeah.
That
You'll
makes
know.
no
It
sense.
makes sense. Later.
Dark man.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Yeah, what
Wait,
did
what,
you say?
what do you mean by that, bro?
Dark man. He has
Who are
dark
you
skin.
directing? Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's
what?
it
I
directed
I don't
told
know
you
your-
she's black, bro. I told
Shut
you.
the fuck up! No, I'm not.
That's right, guys. We just got canceled.
And live stream. That is
Inside
the end of the channel. That is our
jokes,
first,
inside
second, and third
jokes.
strike.
I don't know why y'all. Okay, what?
Are you like your kind?
Yeah, you're not making this easy for me.
Really? I don't know if the stream's gonna handle this, guys.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no.
if
In
she's
D&D, it's allowed.
No, I'm not.
In D&D, racism is allowed.
It is, dude.
Alright, well,
That's a
thanks for having
normal
us,
thing.
guys.
That's a normal thing in the game. That's normal.
I think we should quickly switch the subject.
Yeah, no, I'm not like everyone else in my race.
You're not.
No.
In D&D.
Who do you worship?
Forgot her name. Hold on. Lyra.
Lyra.
I should.
Would I
probably
would I
put that in
recognize this name,
notes.
Enlighten me.
Ryan?
Sorry, what?
Would I recognize this name? Like, does this name sound familiar to me?
I just want to edit the notes. I don't want to put in a
Mm.
file.
I wasn't able to edit the notes.
Yes.
How do you edit
Yes.
the notes? She's the goddess of joy.
Oh joy.
Oh,
Oh, that's sweet.
It's interesting.
She
So-
freed me from my oppressive beliefs and upbringing, and brought me where I am today.
well,
The reason I'm still alive is because of her.
Is
How
it just me? Or
beautiful.
did...
she sounds
is-
very wonderful.
She is.
Does anyone else see Raylith's character at the bottom of the Roll20 thing? I see
No,
Cirrus, Tolith, Money,
Michael.
Money
Yeah,
Man.
Michael, you're not in the
Yeah.
Roll20 thing.
I
Yeah.
see it. I have
What do you
it.
mean?
You see?
I don't
Yeah.
see. I don't see you in
Ray-
Roll.
No, I
from
think is
War?
that it only shows certain amount of names.
No, it showed all
No,
6
I'm just
earlier.
not
Showed
in it.
earlier.
Apparently, it's fine. I'm refreshing.
It showed all 6 earlier, so yeah, that's weird.
I only see 5.
Yeah,
There we
no,
go.
there
There
we
we
go.
go. There
I
we
was
go.
there.
There we
Oh
go.
my god, you're a whole dragon.
Okay, well,
Also,
anyways.
I updated the player picture, so if you click on them, you'll see a full character model along with their token.
That's sick. Rom,
Yes.
who do you worship?
Well,
Oh, water.
Who's your daddy?
Who's
I don't necessarily worship a god. More so, the forces of nature, and I try my best to keep them in balance. And I believe a place for me to start is by charting the stars, as Blim told me.
Ours.
Would you like to
Interesting.
see?
No.
He just flutters away.
flutters away? Da, da, da.
Right then. So we're still walking.
Yeah,
this
are
is
you guys all
Really
done?
awkwardly.
You guys all done
Um,
talking, or you want to
We're
still
literally
keep
just
the
waiting for the DM
conversation
at this point,
going?
bro.
I know, but
No,
I
Appreciate
like
I'm not.
I like the
I
conversations.
like the
So
conversation.
I let everyone talk, and then when everyone's done talking, then I will continue.
So
Hey,
wrong. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead,
No,
Sheldon.
no. You go for it. I was about to ask. It's Cyrus, right?
Cirrus. Yes.
Cirrus.
Yes.
Do you,
yes.
do you ever get stuck while walking with your tentacles? Like how does
Oh.
that work? Can you control to what you want to stick to?
Yes, actually, my feet themselves they are human, like they are the same bipedal. I just can choose to have the base of them turn into citropod feet. So it would be they can turn into suction cup. They can help me move in water if need be. I'm actually faster on water than in land, but I do get normal human feet when I go on land.
I
It
gotta
changes
say,
if I want it.
that is very disturbing.
Oh,
Serious, where
but
are you from?
You're
you should see
definitely
my
not wrong there.
You should see
That's
my
a
Dear,
mom.
what?
You should see my mom. She's way more disturbing.
It's
Serious, where are you
Ursula.
from?
Oh, where am I from? That's kind of a loaded question. Let's just say, in
What plane
my,
do you reside in?
you may know it as the Dreamer plane.
Got water.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
Riley? It is a plane where you go to when you are asleep. It is full of dreams, nightmares, and everything in between. It is where I reside.
What is
And
not
spend
between?
all
That
of
sounds
my
quite similar to where I met Blim.
Really?
Yes.
No,
I may have seen you guys meet each other then. I like to explore there since I wasn't allowed to come up here.
Why?
Yes, any
Well, I
particular
couldn't.
reason?
Well, I had to learn self control more so. You see, my father was a human, and I'm not allowed to tell you who my mother is by her own rules.
Was your mother a
When he
bad
says
person?
this, I'm gonna take I'm gonna
Oh, no.
kind of create a wider berth from him. Like I'm gonna take a couple steps to the left of him and just keep walking.
Oh,
Try and distance myself
Actually-
with just a tiny bit.
actually, no, my mother is the whole reason why you guys can have dreams of the most amazingest things. Your nightmares are actually also from that too, but it's what it is. She's not bad, she's not good. She's just kind of in that middle ground.
What do you mean by she gives us dreams and nightmares?
Well, pretty much she was around before the dawn of time itself. She's very old. I myself am decently old in comparison to you all. But
You
I've
sound like
actually
you're
been.
speaking too much about your mother.
Well, to be fair, I have had to live with her for pretty much 99.99999% of my life, so she is pretty much what I mostly know about. My father wasn't really around, or couldn't be.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. He knew what he got himself into, and I mean, he was happy. This is what my mother told me.
Was he?
Yes, he was very happy.
How
I'm
did
gonna,
he
I'm
die?
gonna, at this point, I'm gonna send Blim over to Sirius, and then I'm gonna ask him telepathically. So, who is your mother?
Well, do you know the Eldritch horror Cthulhu?
In the distance, you can see a wall.
I like to feel it.
Does this name sound familiar to
How far have
Rom?
we walked?
You
In terms of time, like how long have we walked?
you probably have walked like 4 hours. You've been walking a while.
Okay.
It's about
So
Friday afternoon.
we're heading in the right direction.
Yes.
But does the name Cthulhu sound familiar to Rom?
Probably
I don't know if it would be
not.
public. Yeah, I
No.
was saying that the
No.
book probably hasn't
Okay.
been written, so
Huh.
only other gods and deities would know of Cthulhu.
I
Hey,
don't,
bruv.
I don't think I've quite heard that name.
You probably wouldn't unless you have spoke with a god about other gods.
Are
I mean, hell,
you a god?
half at best, but I'm so young, my power is pretty much equal to yours. Don't worry, I'm still a
At
baby.
this point, Rom is just kind of like
He's
looking
like,
around
"What
at all
the
the people
hell?"
he just met, and like in his head he's thinking, which he accidentally says to Sirius, one of them's a demigod.
Don't worry. I'm not allowed to use a lot of my powers, and it gets sealed when I'm over here, anyways. So I am about as weak as the rest of you. If you were to come into my
Can I
plane,
insight
You're calling
insight
me
check him?
weak?
Yeah, run it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll insight.
okay,
Ooh, I have a really good insight.
good.
That's very good.
14.
14.
What's your
Hmm.
deception? Or your persuasion? Deception
dog.
or persuasion? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if I have to roll that because I'm not lying, but
I mean, you could just tell
Let's-
me you're not lying if you're not lying.
yeah, I'm not lying. Oh god, if you went into my zone, I've been around for a little bit. I just haven't been able to see the surface.
Last
That's
thing
it.
I'm gonna tell Sirius telepathically. Well, that is quite terrifying, and I'm gonna call back Blim.
All right, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, you'll learn to love me,
Creature,
or else.
where are you from? As she looks at Sheldon.
Sorry. When I'm caught up and inside the beauty of nature, I get lost into my own mind.
The
Ah,
beauty of
I know that feeling all too well,
sand?
my friend.
Yes.
I just have to
This
say,
is a wasteland.
I just have to say real quick, I'm
It's
having
better
the
than my
best time,
hometown.
and I'm not even doing anything. I'm having such a good time. I'm just watching you guys roleplay. It's amazing.
Is this nature to you?
Better than back home.
I look over to Raylith and I'm like, in death, in life, and everything in between, beauty is beauty.
This is not beautiful.
If you shun death, then you will mourn when life loses it. If you embrace it, everything becomes beautiful.
I
We're
do not
learning life
shun
lessons
death.
in the first hour, bro. Let's fucking go.
Yes,
I do not
sir.
shun death. I'm not afraid of death.
You're not afraid of it, yet you hate it.
Oh, I
Well,
never said I
Rayleigh,
hated it.
if I may say what my master always told me. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow, history. But today is a gift. That is why it's called the present.
No.
I
Wise
understand.
words.
Yeah,
I
huh?
will
That
take
is
back.
that is canon though. That is canon to his backstory.
I understand life is a gift. I've been taught for many years in the temple.
How about this wall? What happened to this wall that they're in front of?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, you guys have made it. You've made it to the town. So it's not a very high wall. It was probably like 6 feet. It's not insanely tall. More or less used for obviously shorter defense. But they do have guards on the outside. So you guys would now be approaching the guards. They'll go, "Stop! What is your business here?"
Well, we
Well,
just
hello. We just got
we-
tossed off of a ship, so I guess we're
yeah,
just wandering in.
we were thrown off of a ship that was heading towards its death on a waterfall, and now we appear to be lost.
Looking for shelter from the
Or
wasteland.
food.
Well, I don't see how ships should make it through that river. I mean, if it's the size of an actual like standard ship.
You don't believe us.
No, but it's not unheard of to have anomalies like that.
Well,
I
just
would
know that
I would
we're
make
looking
your
for
way
shelter.
I would make your way to Schvark if you can. And
Schvark.
he turns and he points to the giant palace with like kind of like a little dome.
Palace of
Is
Schvark.
Schvark the name of the building or someone inside it?
Schvark
This is
is the
Schvarktown.
Schvark is the leader of this town.
Ah, so, okay.
But the town itself is called Schvark's Palace. And also keep in mind, I will at the end of the session, I will be updating your guys' maps every single time you go to new places. That way you'll have them and you'll know where you're going. So
Got it, got it.
Well, what's
Do
the
we get
name
a
of the
map
place we're
of the
currently
town?
in?
Schvarktown.
Schvark's
Schvarktown.
Palace.
Stork Palace? Oh, okay.
Palace.
Yes.
Do we get to
That's
see
where
a
we're
map
supposed to
layout
be.
of the said palace or no?
No.
No, okay, got
It's
it, got it.
it's more it's just like a big building is the palace, and then it's kind of just like a miniature town around it. So there's not much to be looking for. But
Fair
they
enough.
let you in. It's more like 5 o'clock ish, so the sun is kind of setting. At least from the wall, the sun wouldn't be completely down. You can still see the light from the other side. Um, so you still got a little bit of daylight. So you're walking through, and you can see a bunch of townsfolk. Some nice, some poor. Uh, all types of people around, and it's actually a very straight walkway to the palace. The palace is directly in front of you, as there is all the other buildings surrounded on the other side of it, right? So on the opposite side, you would have buildings, and it kind of just curls around with this long straightaway from where you guys entered.
All right. We'll start walking over to the palace.
Okay?
Do you think this will? I don't know how we. Is anyone else questioning how
No,
we
not
ended up
really.
here?
Oh, I'm
Not
questioning
at
every
all.
second of it.
I kind of
But-
figured it out. I mean, we got thrown off a boat and then we walked here.
Yeah. That
We
sounds
don't
about
have
right.
very many leads to go off of, so we might as well work with what we have.
It is
I mean,
what it is.
Wise words from the Turtle Man.
well, as words, it is what it is.
All right.
In all my years of living, I've never heard such words.
Well, as you approach the palace, the guards are on the outside, and the door is actually open. You can see two men talking on the inside. So, a bit of a taller man. He's got blonde hair, like long, flowy blonde hair, and he is actually just a human. So he's talking to this small orcish man. He's actually a half orc, and he's talking to him. He says, "We must prepare the town for when my father arrives, the next full moon." And then he turns and looks at the party and says, "Who let these schmucks in?" The server goes, "I don't know, sir." Schvark goes, "Who are the people? Who are you people, and what are you doing in my palace? You should
Why'd
know
you
I
leave the
have
doors open?
You should know I have a party to plan."
We were.
I look over to him, and I would like to just go up and be like, "Hello, my name is Cirrus, and we are a little bit lost and could use your help."
Right. It was your guards that directed us towards your palace.
Ah, so you must have been a part of an anomaly.
Yes, I believe we were.
Are
This
these
is-
anomalies frequent?
This is another time I've heard that word. What is going on? What are these anomalies?
Well, some
I look.
some strange events kind of just happen. And
Who is
then
speaking, by the way?
Schvark, the servant left.
The half orc or the human?
The human.
Human is Fark.
Yeah. Half orc was the servant, and he left. So yeah,
Okay.
Schvark is saying back to that question. Anomalies are kind of just strange events that happen. And the way you can tell it's an anomaly is when there's no aftermath, there's no leftover, there's no evidence. What
Well, I guess
what
we were a part of it.
anomaly were you guys in?
A child saved us, died on a boat with a bunch of other sailors. They fell off a waterfall, and now there's no waterfall.
Ah, so
That's somebody-
you guys come from the river.
Yes, yes.
Okay, interesting. You're not the first ones who've had that anomaly.
Oh, so it's happened to multiple different boats.
Does this mean anything? What is going on?
Yeah, this actually happened to a tiefling woman not too long ago. I sent her to my father northwest of here. And I haven't heard anything since. I'm assuming she's okay, but
I hope she
I
didn't
was
run into
gonna
an
have
anomaly.
I was gonna talk to my dad about this when he comes in the next moon cycle.
How many other different types of anomalies are
And how often are they?
Uh, they're very random. In both their appearance and what happens. We've noticed though that we keep track of them as I come in. And then he points to a dwarf in the back. He goes, "That's my boy Zed back there. He keeps track of each anomaly for me. That way we can figure out how often and where they're all coming from." Zed, mark down what they just said. And yeah, and then he turns back.
Said, do the thing.
So he said that so our most common one we've gotten is that waterfall one, because everyone has apparently been told to go west after that happens, so they end up here. And like I said, I send everyone northwest of here because my father knows more than I do. But we have had a couple actually happen in town where guards will just go missing and then appear out of nowhere like nothing ever happened. That one's happened a couple times. We've had townspeople, they've kind of just barge in and then leave. They have no reason for why they're here. They just enter as if they need my help and then just leave.
Strange.
Hmm.
Does anyone know? Try and word this properly. How often do people survive these anomalies?
In terms of the people they happen to, most of the time they survive. But that boat one it's strange because
Frequent. Common.
I'm assuming they're pirates, right? Did you guys have the pirates?
Yeah.
I didn't get a good
Yeah.
look of really anyone, but
They
Well,
were pirates for sure.
Saying as we were cargo, I believe they would be pirates. Yes.
Yeah, probably a captain, couple men, a little boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
similar stories.
Yes.
Yeah, every single time it's been that same scenario.
Do you know where these people are coming from?
I do not. Zwark, my father, he knows a lot more about these anomalies. He works on and looks into those more than I do. I actually Zed keeps track of them, so that way when he comes in for the moon cycle, we talk about him and I give him the data, and he looks over it back at his kingdom.
Is there a reason why he comes only once every moon cycle? Or?
He's a very intellectual man. He likes to stay in his kingdom when as often as he can, and he's trying to work down these anomalies as to why they keep happening, why are they consistent, and how can we prevent them.
Where are we in the moon cycle?
He's probably not going to be here for another 28, 30 days.
Oh Jesus! All right.
Yeah,
So we just missed it.
He just left a couple days ago, but I'm sure if you make your way up there swiftly, you may be able to catch him. If anything, you'll be able to get to him as he arrives.
Right. Well, in the meantime, before we set out, is there any sort of shelter you might be able to provide us, or any sort of rations that you might be willing to spare before we embark on this journey?
Yeah, I have a couple rooms upstairs actually. I try to give, people that are new to these anomalies some rooms in their first night. Some of them can get, fairly brutal. Um so you guys are more than welcome to stay here for the night. I would recommend going to Swark as soon as you can though. So he kind of just
Alright.
points to kind of like a spiral staircase off to his right. And if you guys want to go to your rooms, you guys can. If not, you guys can go back into the town. It's up to you.
I'm going to
I
find-
wished to go into town.
I'll go with.
I'm gonna
I
go to my
wanna-
room.
Can I stay with Svark for a little bit? I want to ask some more questions.
Sure. Yeah. G, what is your character doing?
I want to just roam the streets.
All right. So, do you want to go with the other two, or do you want to just kind of go on your own, do your own thing?
I'll go my own.
Okay. So, Rom makes his way upstairs.
I'm just gonna take out my little star chart. I'm gonna have Blim kind of hop out of my shoulder onto the little bed, and we'll just start kind of
Yeah. And
jotting down
actually,
little.
before that happens, when you make it to the top of the staircase, you can see engravings form on every door for each person. They're kind of like red engravings, and then you can just see the names.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, cool. So I'll find the one with my name.
Yeah. Then you go in, start
Yep.
writing your stuff down. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Start doing my star chart.
Interesting that it knows our names. I'm not up there though, but
That's true. Well, you guys get to choose, actually. What do we want to do first? Do we want Michael to ask more questions, or do the boys want to go out and venture into the city? You four can decide.
I don't really care. Not matter to me which one we do first.
I would be asking questions after they left,
Okay.
more or less for my knowledge.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
then
Octopus dude, you want to go find a bar?
Oh hell yeah! Let's
So-
go.
Alright, let's go, my man.
we'll do the boys. We'll do the boys real quick.
Yeah.
So-
We can venture out while we're walking. You guys can ask questions.
Yeah, so as Sheldon and Cirrus, they walk down the staircase toward, back out into the village, as Tolith will kind of veer off to the right. So Sheldon and Cirrus, Where would you guys like to go? As you're walking down the staircase, you'll notice it's kind of like a small tavern on the right. An apothecary on your left that is closing down shop. So if you want to go in there, you're gonna have to do it very quickly. But you see him turn the sign, and you notice that he'll be open in the morning. So.
Oh, so it's already closed?
Yeah. He's like,
okay.
he shut the door, he locked it, he flipped the sign. So it's either you
Oh,
catch
okay,
him now or you just wait till the morning.
I mean, I was gonna, yeah, alright. Do you want to go to the apothecary before they get fully closed?
Sure, we can try. Why not?
Alright. They might have some stronger shit than the bar. We go into the apothecary.
As you catch him outside the door, he's like, hello. What?
Hello, sorry to meet you so late. I know you're closing up shop. Would you mind two stragglers real quick?
What kind of stuff are you guys looking for? If it's something quick I can grab, I can help you.
Either some health potions, some poisons, or maybe an intoxicant.
Intoxicant. That I can do. And so he'll go in, and so you guys walk in, he turns his lights back on. And you can see these two barrels up on a little stilt, tilted sideways. And he goes behind his counter, and he grabs 2 pint bottles, and he sets them out, and he goes, "Here you go. Take a drink for yourselves. This one's on me as long as you guys promise to come back in the morning."
Say less. I go over, I grab it with one of my tentacle on my left side, and I'm like, so has business been treating you good? As like I'm still just, both of my hands free, pouring, like my tentacles are pouring the stuff for itself, holding it for me.
Yeah, actually, we just made a sale with Zwark last week, because he came into town, and if I'm sure you met with Zwark already, he's already preparing for when he comes back next month. But he came in looking for. He was looking more for ingredients than anything.
Really?
And they were like ingredients that would be used to, I guess, manipulate time a little bit. It's a little confusing, and they don't come around very often. But I mean, my shipment came in, and my son, he's a bit of an older older dwarf. My son goes out and he looks for things for me. I know it's tough out here though, being in a desert. I sent him across the water to Roseland, and that's where he finds most of his stuff.
Interesting. So you have time-altering ingredients?
Well, that's what he told me. I didn't exactly know what these were when I got them, but he told me that it could somehow manipulate time, or at least that's his belief. I think it has something to do with his work on the anomalies. He makes writings every now and then, and makes them public to his kingdom and Roseland and Schwarks. But I don't know too much of the details. I don't really read into it.
I wish to put the pint down, and when I do, you guys, or at least Sheldon, you're there, right?
Yeah.
You notice that it's empty. You haven't seen me take a swig, and I was talking to this guy the whole time, but you notice that the pint is empty, and I just place it down.
Okay. Well, you're quite thirsty, boy, aren't you?
Very.
Understandable,
I look over to Sheldon.
Traveling through that desert is not easy.
Whew, yeah, it was quite the workout. You see one of my other tentacles wipe, like do the like sweat wiping thing. It's just like, oh, you know it.
All of it?
Of course, it was delicious, actually.
The pint.
Oh, I bet it was.
Yeah. Well, boys, I'd love to talk some more, but I gotta get back to my family.
Of course, of course.
They're waiting
You-
on the other
you
side of
just-
town for me. But there's a tavern across the way if you're trying to, have a good time before the morning. And I mean,
There's
I
a good
know
spot to eat at.
tavern's got great food. You get the finest fish that the fishermen can get. Uh, I recommend the eel. The eel's very good. Along with the the shark. Shark is a hit or miss, but
All right. Well, if you choose not to rest up immediately, you should join us in the tavern. It'd be fun.
I already told the missus I'd be home by 7.
We should
Ah.
get them all some food and bring it back to them. I feel like it'd be the right.
That's true. You did spot us with some good. Was it a mead, an ale? Was it just like what kind of what did we drink?
It was actually an ale, but it was mixed. It was mixed with kind of a potion effect. You notice that the liquid kind of would have like these red little sparks, but not like actually like sparks, but like little red little bubbles, I guess, coming out. As you were drinking it.
All right.
Right.
I think we should just start heading over to the tavern.
I agree. Let's do this.
And you'll notice that
wanna-
you actually feel a lot better, but you can also feel the booze.
Do you want to like have us cut off here and help other people, and then start us back up after they're done? 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel
we'll
like we're
say-
taking a lot of time. Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. We'll say that you guys are, you're heading over to the tavern. So,
We're heading over to the tavern now.
AJ, is there
Our
anything?
POV.
Is there anything upstairs that you're specifically wanting to talk about with your writings, or
No.
no?
I mean, it's nighttime at this point, right?
Well, everything's happening at the same time. So you going up into your room and writing, them being at the apothecary in the tavern, G doing whatever he's gonna do, and then Michael talking to Schvark.
I see. Okay, so I guess for now, until it like actually becomes nighttime, I will stay with Raylith and talk more with Schvark.
Okay. Mr. Tolley.
Alrighty.
So
I wanna see if
you
there's an
notice
herb
that the
left.
boys walk into the apothecary. Where would you like to go?
I want to see if there's like an herb store.
That's what an apothecary
Yeah.
is. Pretty sure.
Is that just? God, yeah, I just find a floral store then.
Like
Oh,
flowers.
flowers. Okay.
Flowers?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that's
a
and
a
that's, and that's
botanist.
still under the apothecary section.
I thought
Botanist.
flowers?
Well, because an
It
apothecary
depends.
is like
It
an
depends.
alchemist
If
and
you were to
florist.
do
Apothecary is like mixed herbs, more like for
Yeah.
medicinal purposes. Botanist is
Unless-
just flowers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless you're literally looking for like tulips and roses and shit, then that's someone else. But like if you're looking for flowers that have medicinal, herbal, poison, health, all that those kind of effects, that's an apothecary.
Right.
Then never mind. I'm just gonna go see if there's like a black market type of deal. There's like a
It's
Damn.
about 2 seconds. Where's the
I
illegal
want to go
shit?
get flowers. Never mind. I want to go to the black market.
Well, I was looking to see if there was any Zaza, but
Oh my
Why
god.
do
It's
you
like-
want?
No, it's like, man, I want to get some flowers off of like Amazon.
Drugs
no,
and
okay,
D&D.
dark web it is. Just-
because it'd be funny. I don't know.
well,
Never a whole
I mean,
lot
I fuck
on the
with it.
first day.
oh my god, you guys are ridiculous. Okay. So
Is there a drug cartel?
Tolis, you kind of just walk your way around the town, kind of weaving your way through like alleys and just normal streets that people would walk down. But unfortunately, you don't find any black market or drugs. This is a relatively legalized town, and they definitely like to follow the rules.
Oh yeah, Connor.
Damn.
I see.
Got my
I
stack
see
in one,
that.
baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to the palace then.
Okay, so we'll say now you're making your way back. So,
Yeah.
boys, asking questions. What more questions do you have for Schvark?
So I'll just kind of like, I just go up and say, This is kind of a vague question, but
Okay.
where are we?
Well, my palace, of course.
I think sorry. I think she more so means where on the map of the world.
Well, do you have a map on you?
Unfortunately, I seem to have lost
Who
it
has
on the
the
ship.
map?
You have a map.
Who has the map?
Oh, we do have a map?
Yeah.
Who has the map?
I don't know. Who
You
has
all
the
have
map?
your own individual maps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
So-
then take out my map.
So he will point right here.
Hang on. Okay. That is Schvarktown.
This is my father's kingdom. Oh shit.
North.
And then this is my sister's land, Roseland.
Roseland. Okay. Mm,
And then he goes, I don't remember there being islands down here. And then he points to the ice and this island.
Quite
Maybe more
interesting indeed.
anomalies.
Suppose that's all it really can be at this point. If that's how the unexplained gets explained in this place, sure, it's an anomaly.
It's an anomaly.
Trying to think if there's a way for us to get back home.
I'm sure we'll need some sort of coin for the travel. Is there any work that you could give us of the sort, so we can try and earn some money before we leave?
There's nothing really needed around the town here. My father kind of helped with that when he came in, but he always needs help with his research. I'm sure that he could come up with something. And if you guys head that way,
There's also probably work in the town, Rom.
yeah, I mean it's possible, townsfolk may need help with retrieving items, fishing,
Imagery.
crops, just everyday things that townspeople need.
Right. I suppose I didn't think of that. Not very accustomed to the city life.
It's understandable.
Guess I should go look for some work then, and I'll walk out.
Okay.
Go start walking about.
All right, Michael.
I'm gonna follow Rom.
Okay. Well, uh, it's nightlife, so
Yeah,
the street-
Sheldon, it's time.
the streets
Yes,
are
sir.
the streets themselves are relatively quiet. But you do notice that the tavern lights are on, and you can see Sheldon and Cirrus make their way into the tavern, and then you can see Tolith heading toward you on the other side of where the tavern is. He came back toward the main street, is now heading toward the palace.
So,
Okay.
I'm guessing it is me and Sheldon's turn to role play.
I do want to figure out where them two are going, but then yes, we will get to that.
Oh, so it's like nighttime at this point?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll work for us tonight. I suppose I will just while we're walking towards the tavern trying to meet up with our new friends, I'll take out my star chart and start jotting down things, have Blim kind of pop out of my shoulder to like kind of be an extra set of eyes.
Yeah. So this is in your room, right?
No, this is while we're walking.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
while you're walking, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop over and look over your shoulder or something.
You see, when you look over my shoulder, you see this kind of like sort of beat up looking piece of paper. Doesn't really look like much, but the charcoal that is placed on it is in very particular lines and dots, in very particular sets of order, but a bunch of different diagrams,
Organized chaos.
a little bit, something like that.
ADHD.
ADHD.
Do you think you can guide me home?
So.
Well, for starters, where is your home?
Well, it's a bit
Point to it on this map.
complicated, but this map doesn't encompass where my home is. Maybe following that raven would guide me home.
Michael, you notice the raven flying past you.
Watching over me.
Do I see this raven?
You do not.
Is this still half a raven?
I'll just look up to where that raven is.
And you guys are looking in the same direction, but Raylith can see it, but Rom can't see it. But you're looking in the same spot.
Okay, but is this still like half a raven?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
when the raven split, it became
It split
two
into two
complete ravens.
Oh,
As
I
the
was
one went
assuming,
north.
like,
No.
I assume like it would be like the organs are like
Yeah, like
spilling out
sawed
a
in
little bit,
half.
like sawed in half, and one is just flying off. I was like, damn, that's fucking gruesome.
Yeah.
So
So
you said at this point we're kind of like crossing paths with Tolith in front of the
yeah,
in
if
front
you're
of the tavern?
continuously walking down, you'll meet Tolith at the tavern.
All right,
Excuse
perfect.
me, Tolith was it?
Oh, hang on real quick before that interaction. Michael, keep in mind that this raven in particular has a specific detail compared to the other raven. This raven has a clear, almost coating around him. So it looks like the exact same raven, except you can see like kind of like a clear glare around
Sort
it.
of. Interesting.
Like an illusion type thing. Okay, continue.
Excuse me, Tolith was it?
Yeah.
Would you care to join us for a drink at the tavern?
Okay, you're gonna have to repeat what you just said. I cut out.
Would you care to join us for a drink?
Sure.
All right then. So why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? You know, where you come from. I see that you're a dark elf, right? What's the word for it? What's the word?
Drow.
What's the word? Starts with a D.
Drow.
Drow. Thank you.
I
Oh,
meant
I
to say
picked that
north.
up before you
I
said
meant.
it.
I actually meant to say northeast and not northwest. That's my bad.
Yeah, I caught that, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to say anything.
Yeah, my brain cut out. But yeah, it's northeast, not northwest. That's my bad.
The raven's traveling northwest.
The raven
Or
went
northeast.
northeast. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The raven went
Okay.
northeast while you went west.
Makes sense.
Just to clarify, that is totally my bad.
So, what was it like growing up among the life of the Drow?
Well, be honest, I didn't grow up with the Drow. I grew up. My parents died when I was young, so I didn't really know them.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. But I think growing up with my Drow parents might have been better compared to where I actually grew up. But I wouldn't be here if I didn't grow up with who I grew up with.
Sounds it was for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard.
So you aren't like other drow.
No, I already told you this. No, I'm not.
Come on, keep up here. Let's go.
Why do you not like the Drow so much? I'm focusing the conversation towards Raylith. Do you have something against them?
Fucking racist.
Yeah, do you have something
It's
against the
complicated.
dark-skinned drow?
It's complicated and something you may not understand.
If you believe it so.
Something we can talk about later.
Well, anyways, after all that walking, I think the first thing I need is a good drink. And I'm gonna kind of burst open the doors of the tavern.
Oh, dude.
Oh, hang on,
already-
hang on.
There is a time thing here because me and Sheldon have
We're
literally
gonna
been at
be
the doors of this
faded by
tavern
now.
before you three have even met
never
up.
mind.
Like, me and Sheldon need
We're
our
gonna
time
be
real
faded,
quick.
bro, before y'all get there.
Alright,
So
I
okay,
believe
so
it's our
as I
time
burst
now.
open the doors to the tavern,
Yeah.
cut to them.
Yep.
Alright.
Now, boys. Now this is a bit of a flashback. Now
Yeah.
we cut to Sheldon and Cirrus as you guys are now
So-
entering the tavern.
We go over, we enter the tavern, I open the door with one of my tentacles.
It's
and
got
we
Western
just
doors,
walk-
by the way. You know, like those half
hell
Western
yeah.
doors. It's got those.
Never mind
Clean
then. I
style.
don't open the door, I walk straight into it to open it. I don't even bother using my arm to push it open, I just use my body and just go whoa. Just straight
awesome.
in. I walk straight up to the bartender and I'm like, so, I'd like to make a deal. If I go over and make a great performance on that stage right there, I'm gonna do a little dancey dance. Maybe a little bit of singing. I don't know. Can I get my friend over here a free meal and some free drinks for if my other friends come over?
Are people freaking out about the way he looks?
No,
I
they,
don't even worry about that.
no,
I don't even worry about
they're
that.
actually
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
no,
about it.
they're actually not questioning it as if this is completely like normal to just have strange people. You gotta think, because you gotta think about the fact that these anomalies are consistent, so all types of people are coming in and out of the city.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So no
Can I
one questions
persuade-
it. You actually hear pub music in the background, and then
Yes.
you can see a stage.
The bards are playing.
You can see a stage where people are singing, and there's actually like a little crowd around there. People actually move tables to get around that stage to keep an eye on it.
You know what they're
Can
singing?
I persuade him to do the sing and dance?
Yeah.
Bomb. Bomb.
Bum,
Bomb.
Um,
Bomb.
Bomb.
Wah, 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 wah.
down, down, down by the river.
No.
So should I roll or does he agree to these terms?
You know,
I want to persuade him to try and.
Should it be
If
a
that
roll
free
based
meal
on
for
the
sure.
performance?
if you can give me a good show, I'm willing to take that bet.
All right,
He's the
So I
owner, by
go-
the way, because he wouldn't take the bet if he wasn't. So
fair
Oh,
enough,
yeah.
fair enough. All right, so I wish to go upon, or like you said that there was like a little stage around the music
Yeah.
guy, right?
yeah, there's
I
someone
wish-
on the stage already, so you kind of have to wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll wait my turn.
There you
Not
do
much.
notice like a little sheet of paper is next to the stage. That is meant for, it's a list for who's next on the stage. So, if you're trying to get on the stage, I would recommend writing your name in that list.
All right, I write my name on the list above whoever was next. Like you know how like it has like a lines that like go there. I wish to just draw a line and put my name above theirs.
Okay, we're gonna do a stealth check for that. It's different type of stealth, but we're gonna do a stealth check for it. See if
Would
you
that
sleight
be
of
sleight
hand.
or stealth. Would that be
No,
sleight of
we're
hand or
gonna we're gonna
stealth?
do we're gonna do stealth. I wanna do it. We're gonna do actually we're
Oh,
gonna
did
do
I not do
both.
that right?
So if you can sneak up there and if you can write it down.
It's slash roll 1d20 plus your plus the modifier.
Yeah. So this is for you to get up there.
20 plus my modifier is 22.
Okay, so
Damn.
no one notices you getting up to the paper. Now we'll sleight of hand of you trying to write above the person that's there.
All right. Slash 1d or so shit. Slash r space 1d20 plus 3.
Oh,
Oh
Okay,
shit.
okay, everybody, calm down. He's just a little drunk. He doesn't know what's going on. He just has
Yeah,
something
he
to
just
drink.
walked in.
so well that's interesting.
He just walked in and was like, "All right, I'm next, guys."
So sitting down next to the piece of paper is a half giant, half human.
Oof.
So this guy's like 8 feet tall. He stands up. He's like, "That's my name you just wrote above."
Do you want to
The
do a
giant
duet? You wanna do a
Persuasion.
duet? All right. Uh. 23.
He's like, "Why not? But you owe me a drink."
Deal. I'm gonna get mine for free anyways.
Okay.
All right. So now it's performance.
No, now we're gonna cut
Oh,
to the outside
okay.
where you
Fair
guys
enough.
are now gonna be entering the tavern.
Boosh.
Yeah.
Open the doors. But because they're the old Western doors that like kind of swing
They
open and then
swing
immediately
back.
come back
Yeah.
and hit me right in the chest and just like, oh, ow. Ah.
I'm gonna bump into you and
Hang
push
on,
you through the
hang on.
doors.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this even better. I want a strength check on Rom.
What? Okay.
He's gonna break the doors.
All right. So you want me to roll strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a general strength check, or
Yes. Yeah.
all right. 3.
Okay. As the doors flat back at you, they knock you on your ass.
Some
Um,
heavy ass doors.
and then Raylith just
Domino
walks
effect.
in like nothing happened.
I'll hold out my hand and offer to
Oh, that's so
get you
funny.
back up.
Alright, so you guys walk in, and you can see, Cirrus and this half giant on the stage. Now roll performance.
Hell yeah! All right.
Time to sing.
20.
Cantina music.
Oh damn.
13's not horrible.
13.
No, it's not. I rolled a 6. I mean
Um,
that's fair.
It's a good show. You do have a couple voice cracks, but you're still performing. So,
Yeah. All right.
boys, you may continue now that you've walked in to the bar, the tavern.
No, you just see me like going over, and I'm like the dance is like I'm just swinging off of this guy. Like you just see my tentacles grab on, and I'm just like constantly swinging around him.
I'm gonna go.
Is Tolith going in with them, or are you going back to the palace?
I think
Mr.
Tola said he was gonna get a drink.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
coming with us, right,
G,
Tola?
you're, yeah,
Mr.
G, you're going
G.
behind him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I see Cirrus up on the stage. Where do I see Mr. Sheldon?
Sheldon is just kind of
I'm sitting
behind.
at the bar.
Yeah, he's sitting at the table, which is so like you have the stage, and then you have the ring, just multiple rings of chairs and tables, and then to the left of that is where the bar is.
So he's sitting at the bar.
Yeah, he's sitting at the bar.
Okay.
I'm cheering him on. I'm going, I know that guy. Woo!
Met him like 10 minutes ago. Woo! All right.
We walked for 4 hours.
Seeing this familiar face, I'll walk over and I'll take a seat next to Sheldon at the bar.
What will it be, sir? The bartender says to you.
He's with me. He's with me. So if we win, he gets free drinks, right?
I mean, yeah, but he's not done performing yet.
Well, just give him some time.
He's got to warm up, you know.
It's just a warm up, man.
So I come to a tavern to drink and I can't drink yet.
Well,
No,
you're,
not yet.
I mean, unless you feel like paying for it.
What do you recommend?
Well, our beer is always nice, but you never really want to start off with that if you're gonna drink hard later. But if you feel like doing the opposite, our ale is, I recommend that. If you're hungry, our eel is our best seller. Along with our shark, which can be hit or miss, depending on who's cooking on one day.
Where do you get these eels and sharks? I'll
The
sit
ocean right next to you.
Rom.
Yeah. So, about 6 hours south of here, there's a body of water. the ocean is there. It's weird how the desert would be next to an ocean, but I mean, it just is how it is. Um,
It makes sense.
but I
The
have
Sahara Desert goes into the ocean.
yeah, but I have men that I send out that they go fishing for me, and they have their own little shops. But I made a deal with them. They get discounted drinks, and then I get some of the food to cook here.
What's fishing?
So basically, you make like a little stick, and you put some string on the end of it. With like
Hunting for fish. Best way to describe it.
yeah, essentially.
Like ocean creatures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely baffling.
What's your hardest drink?
The hardest would probably be the ale. That's why we sell so many.
How much for the ale?
Well, if your friend over there does well enough in his performance, it'll be free. Uh, it seems like they're only halfway through it, so if you want to wait a little bit, then
Oh, do I get a roll for a finale?
yeah.
I
At this
guess
point,
so.
I'm going to turn my attention over to the stage, and I will send Blim over to Cirrus.
Okay.
I'm
Just
gonna
an development
try.
performance. It's telepathy.
I'm gonna try not stealthily to try and get your star map from.
Not Steph.
Well,
So you mean ask
Non-stealthily,
him?
you're just gonna try and grab it.
I want to try and get it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna put your hand on my hip where my map is. I'm going to feel that, and I'm going to immediately grab your wrist,
Touch his ass.
and I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look at you dead in the eyes. It's not very nice of you to steal.
I'm not stealing.
Michael's
I just
character
want-
is straight up homeschooled, bro.
I just wanted to look.
If you wanted to look, you should ask.
Well,
Courtesy
you
gets
showed
you a
me out
long way.
there, and I didn't have to ask.
Well, because I was so invested in my work, I didn't know you were staring over my shoulder.
Can I see your star map?
Now that you've asked nicely, I will
No,
let
fuck
go of
you.
your wrist, and I will take out my star map and kind of set it down on the bar and roll it out.
just hits
you
the other
you
end of the
were
bar.
gripping chainmail. And I'll just try to look at it and try to understand it. Listening to the music in the background and
Okay. Now, Cirrus, roll one more performance. This is for your finale.
Woo. Come on, guys. Free drinks.
Got this.
Big roll. Big roll.
17. Okay.
I'll take it. I'll
Well,
take
that's not
it. That's
bad.
pretty good.
Well, your
That's pretty good.
performance comes to an end, and everyone begins clapping and cheering for you. You guys did
Yes.
fantastic. And the bartender slash owner goes, free drinks for that party.
Woo!
So, yeah, I told you you could do it. I told you.
Already slammed off of the free drink. He's just, like I get back to the table, he's already finished like a free drink. He's just like, I told you, you got this.
And then that half giant is gonna follow you as the bartender pours the drinks for everybody.
I used one of my like higher tentacles to like wrap my arm around him like you would like a bro, and just be like, dude, you did great. Honestly, you were like one of the strongest people I've ever danced
You
with.
did too.
Thank you, thank
And then
you.
he'll take his drink and walk away.
Have a good one.
I'm gonna communicate telepathically with Cirrus. Well, you do have a really interesting singing voice.
I respond non-telepathically. Why, thank you. And then I pull out like a mug of the hardest ale, and I just I hand it to him. I'm like,
No
"There
no
you
one
go,
questions
I
that you just look at me and say why thank you for no reason.
Why, thank you, and then just hand him a mug.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Blim come out and just sit on the table, and I'll just like pretend to scratch his chin.
Okay.
Um, So we go over. I look at him. I look at the bartender. And I'm like, so did pretty well, I'd say. You know,
I
I
mean,
already got the free drinks. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
you did very well. It's not often you see such talent walk through these doors. Most of the time, these guys are pretty bad. It's been a while
Say,
since
enough.
I've given free drinks out.
say,
Yeah,
Sirius,
I mean, oh yes.
Your-
What is it?
your singing voice was actually quite wonderful. Have you considered going to a sort of college to pursue such a thing?
Oh no. I don't like school. I've already been in it for quite a bit of time, so I don't. See, I was actually homeschooled, honestly. That's where I learned to sing. My mother actually, she doesn't have a
The
external voice, but
what
she
was her
has an
name again?
internal. Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Yes.
Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
Are you saying this
Just
out
say
loud?
Just
Yes,
say
I'm saying this
Mrs.
all out
C.
loud.
Mrs. C works just fine too.
Mrs. C.
Mrs.
Yes, if you
I
Mrs.
love
C.
it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, if she was the one to discover your wonderful singing voice, I would definitely like to meet her someday.
I don't think you would, but I appreciate a comment. I'll let her know. It's just, I don't think you would, but I appreciate the comment. I'll make sure to send my
Oh, shit.
regards.
Say,
It's just,
Raylith, if I might ask, why are you so interested in my map?
She just kind of stares onto the paper. What does this do exactly?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Blim asked me to start charting the stars, and when we first met, and that's what I've been doing ever since, with his help, of course.
You said it helps with location.
In a sense, yes. If the constellations are in one particular place, then you could sort of roughly pinpoint a location, your current location from where the constellations are in the sky.
Can we go outside, Rom?
What for?
To see the stars?
I mean, the free drinks are in here, but have fun.
Are you sure you haven't had too much to drink? I feel like you're coming on to me.
I haven't had any.
I feel like you're.
Raylis is
feel
trying
like
to
you're
rizz up Rom, bro.
No, I'm not.
Rom over here is like already had 2 pints down.
Me and what? How do you pronounce it?
Cirrus.
Cirrus. Me and
Yes.
Cirrus are just slamming drinks right now.
Just absolutely fucking going ham.
I'll just like kind of pat Sheldon on his turtle shell. Just try not to overdo it, buddy.
I'll try.
Just belch. I'm trying.
I'll try. Well, if you want to go see the stars, I suppose I can go with you. I'll kind of finish the rest of my pint, put it down on the table, and then stand up, and I'll grab Blim and I'll start walking out the tavern.
I will follow.
Okay, so
Quick.
you guys walk out the tavern, and the the bartender will ask Cirrus, what are you guys in town for?
Oh, we just got saved by a child that fell off a cliff after we jumped off of a boat onto land, and we're walking for 4 hours before we could find the nearest place. We all just met today. We were in an anomaly, apparently. If that sums it up.
The most common
It's just-
anomaly, in fact. Yeah, it's a lot to unload in your first day, huh?
You guys keep saying common anomaly. Are there other different ones?
Yeah, you got rare, epic, legendary. I mean, there's a bunch.
Yeah, like-
Artifact.
Yeah.
There's
They're,
level anomaly.
the only anomalies I know of are that one. And then just people kind of disappear and then reappear. That's one that's happened.
I would like to look
we
around
actually
the.
we actually had that happen to a guy that was on stage one time. He was on stage doing a performance and then he just disappeared and showed up back there like 3 days later.
Did he finish his performance?
It was as if yeah, he appeared and then it was as if he never left. He just continued his performance.
And you don't have
Respect.
any. You don't have any leads as to where he went. Oh wait, I'm not here. Never mind. I don't know why I'm talking.
You teleported back.
Mm-hmm. Just instant
Was
transmission.
he just on the stage and just boop, gone?
That day, but that's what he told me.
Interesting. I mean, if he continued the thing like directly after, as if nothing happened, he probably didn't even realize he got teleported, or warped, or vanished, or time stopped, whatever.
Yeah, we don't really know. Schwark's father, he looks into these very often, and then we don't really hear from them anymore. I would assume they just stay in Zwark's kingdom.
Interesting.
When these anomalies first began, Schwark, told everybody that, if you come to me with an anomaly and make sure that he can keep track of them, but to go to Zwark because he's been doing all this research. So it's not often that everyone comes back here because they're busy, with Zwark or, just doing other things. They move on. I mean, that's all you really can do in the end.
Yeah. I would like to look around the tavern and see if any of the tavern's people are like passed out.
There's an old tiefling sitting on a table, his head just plopped.
All right, I would like to walk over to this old tiefling, and just as he's like with the head on like the side, just asleep, I wish to put my one of my tentacles over his eyes, and you see him smile, and then I just walk back.
Can I try to pickpocket him?
Why?
Do you need any money?
I mean, if you want to, you're gonna have to stealth over there. There's a good amount of people, along with that sleight of hand check. So we're gonna have to do stealth first.
I mean, I did my shit separately. I am not pickpocketing.
I don't think you would have to stealth over. You can probably just walk up.
Yeah.
I
If you
mean,
walk
maybe
up and then
maybe
sleight of
stealth to
hand.
not wake him up.
That'd be sleight of hand, because if he's already asleep,
Sleight of
then he
hand, yeah,
gets
to pickpocket.
Well, sleight of hand to pickpocket, and to see if you wake him up or not. Because I mean,
Yeah,
stealth would be
but
like if
it's
he's
this
looking at you.
giant red turtle walking over to this sleeping dude.
Fair enough.
Alrighty.
I mean, to be fair, a blue freaking tentacle guy just walked over and
Yeah,
walked
and
away.
he's taller than
Yeah,
me.
but you're drunk,
know.
so no one really thinks of anything.
Well, I literally just went over and like put my tentacles over it, his eyes. He started smiling and then just retracted and
Yeah.
walked back to the
No
bar.
one really paid attention because
Perfect.
they could tell that you were inebriated. So Avery, you're gonna have to do those checks.
I don't know where stealth is. How do I check what?
It's underneath dexterity.
The Constitution.
It's
Oh,
underneath.
swipe left and right
Next.
to see your skills. I think it's swipe right.
Okay, what do I do with that now?
So
That's
you
your
roll So you roll
modifier.
a d20 and you add your stealth modifier.
I just see an 8, not a plus. Do I just plus it? I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time rolling.
Hang on a minute.
Well, okay,
so
so
is
hang
this
on,
what you
what
have?
is
Do you
the-
have this app?
Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
Okay, do this.
Swipe right.
Just
Yeah.
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 So now
Okay.
you see like strength, dex, con.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so underneath
Un-
dexterity, you should see stealth, and there should be a plus to that, right?
No,
Or there
it's
should just be a
a-
number next to stealth?
Yeah, it was just a number.
What is
Okay.
it?
Number.
8.
Okay, so go
So
ahead
that
and
you
roll a
add
d20
to
and then add
that
8.
after you roll the d20.
Wait,
Right.
no, what's your
So you just
score? He might. His score
wait. How
might
the
be.
fuck? Wait, hang on. Yeah, why does he have an 8?
I said whoever helped me set it up. That's how we set it up.
What's
It
your-
was for this campaign?
What's your stats? Like, what's your strength? What's your dex? Because there's scores. So you have your score. What's your dexterity score?
I ain't gonna focus. The dexterity score, like
Yeah.
dexterity plus.
Yeah, what's your big number?
Look,
The
Look,
main
tell-
number under dexterity is a 4.
Yeah,
So
you have
if
a
it
I
makes
don't
it
think
+4.
he understands what we're saying.
Oh,
No,
modifier
he has a-
dexterity modifier is +4.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yes,
so
never
he
go
has
you
left
have an
what,
18 or a
18,
19
yeah.
in dexterity.
Okay,
Okay.
so when you scroll over, there's a bunch of little boxes. There's
Yeah.
a stealth box that should have like athletics, dexterity. It should have like acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth. Intelligence would have arcana, history, investigation, nature, religion. In the dexterity box, it should say stealth, and then to the
Yeah.
right plus what number?
There's an 8.
Okay, so you're proficient in stealth.
He's double proficient in stealth.
Yeah. So you should. What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a d20
How are
and
you
add
double proficient in
8.
stealth?
From the text box, like slash roll space
Huh?
d20 in the text box. I'm roll 20 when you're on the main page,
Okay, I put /roll d20.
and then
hit
put
enter.
+8.
Oh, yeah, then hit +8,
Do I
then hit enter.
space it or just
Okay,
hold it?
no, it's fine. I've already. Yeah, wait. So here's what you're doing. You do slash roll.
There we go.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 8.
16.
Nice, 16. So you successfully sneak your way over to this guy. And now that you're trying to sleight of hand, you're going to do the same thing, but for sleight of hand.
Okay.
Your sleight of hand has a different modifier.
It should actually be above stealth.
It is.
So you just roll your d20 and then add that number.
21! Okay, so his inventory has 1 gold coin and a ring.
Awesome.
Silver
Gold coin
ring.
and a ring.
W.
And then I'm assuming you just sneak back to your party.
Yeah.
Alright, well, now I guess we'll cut back to the outside with Raylith and Rom. You guys just walked out the tavern doors, and we're gonna look at the stars.
We're gonna
Yep.
look at the stars.
So I'll kind of like squat down, I'll set my mat back down, I'll roll it out, and then I'll kind of start pointing up at the stars, kind of showing him showing her the different constellations. Mainly the big
Do they
three.
line up?
Somewhat ish. You can kind of see compared to like actually looking up at the stars compared to looking down at this map. It's not the most accurate thing you've ever seen, but it's kind of there. Like it's kind of there. But yeah, like I show you. I kind of like point out like the main 3 constellations: the Archer, the Chalice, and the Dragon. So, if you don't mind me asking, why do you want to know so badly about the stars?
Well, you said that you can follow the stars. And I'm wondering if I can follow the stars to get home.
Well, I don't exactly know if that's something you can do. I don't know where you live, of course, so I couldn't exactly guide you unless you told me where you live.
The Shadowfell.
Does this name sound familiar? Or have I heard this thing before?
You've heard the name, but you don't know what it is.
All right, and I'll pull out the map of the material plane and kind of pull it out. So, could you show me on this map where it is?
I don't see it. It's
What
not
do you
on.
mean?
It's not on the material plane.
So you're saying you're from an outer plane?
I'm from a different plane. I'm not from the material plane.
Well, I have just met the weirdest motherfuckers today, I swear. What is happening?
The weirdest
Am
sons
I-
of bitches.
And then I'm gonna like kind of look over and like kind of lock eyes. Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going.
Let's look at the bunny. Am I
is it-
going
is it-
crazy?
Is it just me? I feel like I'm going crazy.
I think
Yes,
we're
you
all
are.
going crazy.
I feel like so much unexplained things have happened, and it's just
Overwhelming.
yes. Like I don't know where to start. I can't even remember the last thing that happened before we woke up on the boat.
Well-
I feel like that's where we should start. I feel like we should try and rally the others and figure out what happened to us. I feel like we should get to the bottom of this.
I think maybe another thing to take into consideration is if we can find our way home from here.
Well, I don't exactly need to go back home, but if you want me to try and help you find your way home, I'd be more than willing to help you.
I'm partying it up right now. I don't know about y'all. Like, I am fucking. We are getting sloshed.
Oh yeah.
We'll cut back real quick, and the owner goes, "We're closing down in 30 minutes."
Come on, one more drink.
I
You guys have been in there for like a few hours.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
like this is hours.
You guys
Yeah.
are like a couple of drinks
just,
in.
just one more drink, man. Just
Yeah,
one
you
more.
guys have been in there for a few hours. All right, we'll go back outside. I just want to make
has
that
anyone else-
note in there.
Oh, I was gonna say, has anyone else passed out?
No,
Oh, okay.
everyone's just having a good time dancing.
Gotcha.
Well, I think we should let them have this night to themselves. In the morning, we should probably discuss our next moves. I feel like our best chance of finding out what exactly is going on is by joining together. We were all part of this anomaly in this with the boat at the same time, so I feel like it could possibly be connected. I feel like we're connected in some way.
Possibly. But I don't know any of you.
And neither I you. Don't think I've ever seen anyone that looks like any of you at any point in my life, but for some reason you all seem so familiar.
I should.
You do all like when you're all together, you feel some sort of familiarity, but you don't know, you don't understand where it's coming from.
Right. Well, they're probably annoying the fuck out of the barkeep. I'll try and get them out of there.
I'll
Get us back
drag
to
their asses out.
Get us back to our rooms for the night, and then in the morning we should discuss.
I'll just kind of mouth to myself. Maybe she tests me.
Who? Who tests you?
Your mom. Ooh. You pretty spooker.
Michael,
The god
that
I serve.
that raven flies within inches of your face, across,
Oh.
and up toward where the rooms would be, and it just hovers.
It's kind of just.
It's just spinning in
chilling there.
circles.
So do I see her kind of just like
She just-
immediately
Follow
like
nothing.
stare right in
So-
front of her face and then turn around like looking at something that isn't there?
Yes.
I'm just looking at her with like the most confused look. and then I'll just like kind of tap her on the shoulder. Are you all right? You seem a little out of it.
Meet me in my
Did you see
bedroom
f-
now.
You saw the raven,
What raven?
the one that just flew by.
I didn't see anything. I only see the two of us in Blim. Anyways, are you going to answer my question? Who's testing you?
The god I serve.
Shut up, Connor.
Which would be...
You wouldn't know her.
You Freddy's river.
If you don't know the Shadowfell, you don't know her.
Well, I
Ryan
suppose that's a
saw it.
sound argument. Well, anyways, I'm getting pretty beat. I'm gonna go grab the others, and we should probably get some rest.
Raelith is just gonna walk to the palace alone.
Okay.
I'll walk back towards the tavern. Kind of.
Dragon is.
All right.
Yep. Reopen the doors.
So we'll go to the tavern. We'll cut in the tavern. So, the bartender
Eve,
goes,
you're my favorite man.
boys, I gotta close down for the night.
Understood, sir. All right. Oh, you
Yeah.
hear like the most horrific noise when I have to stand up after like 4 hours of sitting. Just like.
Yeah.
It's just like-
As Rom walks in, you notice like a good amount of people starting to walk out. So.
It's like,
Can I
just
take
get
one
up.
for the road? Just one.
I think that's a bit too much. Y'all drink about my entire barrel over here. As he smacks the barrel.
You three, coming to bed.
Yeah. Are you, sir? We just met.
Not in that way.
All right, fine. Let's go
Oh,
get some
man.
good night's sleep.
Okay.
Always love a good slumber.
Well, then you guys all walk out, and you can just see as Raylith is turning left to go into the staircase as you guys are walking out. So, you guys all, she'll make it to her room and walk in, and then you guys will make it to your rooms. There's a thing.
Do we each have individual rooms?
Yes, you each have individual rooms. You'll see each room has its has a name on it.
Damn, they were prepared.
I'm gonna walk into my room, and is there like a window?
Yes, each of you have
Alright.
rooms.
Window.
I'm gonna open up the
wall.
window. I'm gonna sit on the windowsill, and I'm just gonna take out my map and start charting the stars.
Okay.
They're all individual rooms.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Raylith will see the raven outside her window spinning, and
Kind of.
then points, and just like literally just stops spinning and starts pointing at the window and just gliding.
My camera's being shifted.
When will the
Oh
raven
my-
ever leave?
As it gets closer, it starts to tap the window.
I'm gonna open the window.
Okay. So the window opens. As you open the window, you notice that Rom's window doors are open as well. The raven sits down, and as you look at this raven as it's just sitting like on the windowsill, it actually is speaking. So everything I'm gonna be saying to you now is
It's
coming
through the
out the
raven.
raven's mouth. So the raven will say, "Why are you trying to go back home, child?"
I'm afraid here.
And then Rom, you do not recognize the voice coming out of the raven, but obviously you would recognize Raylith's from your conversations. What'd you say?
While I'm doing my little busy work, I'll just keep an ear on the conversation.
Okay.
I'm afraid here.
You have nothing to be afraid of. My ravens are watching over you.
What is this place?
Well, this place is the material plane. This plane is where I guess I could use the term normal people live. Uh, but also very evil people.
Why am I here?
I got his thumbnail.
Well, yeah. So I can't talk too much about it uh
Do you
because
not know?
no, I know. It's just that I can't speak or someone surprisingly more powerful than me could get angry.
More powerful than a god?
Yeah. Um you see, about 600 years ago, the material plane got reset. And was reformed in someone's image, and that is not a very good person. Um,
That person that's more powerful than you?
yes, and because I was because of my ravens, I actually lost some memories, and I need you to get them back. And then the raven turns northeast. I remembered this time. Uh, Turns northeast. And goes.
Is that where my answers lie?
And the raven just nods. The only problem with that is you can't exactly get in.
How so? There
Well,
has to be a way in.
there's a dome around the island. Uh, that dome is impenetrable. I try to get my ravens in on the inside, and I can't. So they're just stuck floating above them, spinning in circles. But
And you need me
I
to get through.
yeah, when the orb exploded, it kind of wiped people's memories, and people also kind of died during that. So those memories from the people that have died, instead of going to me,
Are forgotten.
not exactly, which is what I need you here for. When Shalu performed his next spell to contain the orb,
Shalu.
the memories went inside of it.
And you need me to get them back for you.
I need you to destroy the orb so I can
That way
get
the
them.
memories will be freed.
Correct.
I will do all that I can.
You must be careful. Like I said, he's a very powerful being. This, as you can tell, he created everything around you. So you must be very careful. Trust nobody, as they were also made by him. He may or may not be able to control them at certain times. But if
At this point, I'm gonna pipe up. I'm sorry, who's controlling us?
and then the raven's gonna turn and look at you, be like, I have to go, and flies off. Flies off northeast.
Raylith closes the window.
So
this
at this
point-
point, oh sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Rom's gonna climb out of the window, walk out of his room, and knock on Raylith's room.
Michael, as the knock happens, you hear a voice in your head. You hear the same voice as when you did when you got off the ship. I will talk to you soon.
Give it 2 more knocks. And wait a minute.
response
Just
there?
not
No response.
answering the door.
No response. All right,
No
I'll just head back into my room. Get back on my little perch and just go back to drawing.
Well,
All right. I would like
yeah. What would you like to
Knock.
do?
on Sheldon's room for. I'm guessing like it goes. Ooh, sorry. I'm
It w-
guessing it goes like.
It
What
goes.
are the rooms?
Yeah. So it goes Rom, Raylith, then Sheldon, then Cirrus, then Tolith. Tolith is at the end.
All right. So I guess I will walk to my right to start with Tolith, and I'll knock on it. I'm like, did you want any like good dreams tonight?
Jay,
Oh.
I can't hear you.
What?
You're being
Did
talked
you want
to,
any
bud.
good dreams?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. And then I just walk back and I walk to Sheldon's. Who is next? Shit.
Then
Now-
you,
now I have to
then
remember the
Sheldon.
first. Okay, so I'll
If
go
you're
to
going
Sheldon.
left,
I'll knock,
Sheldon is next.
knock, knock, knock. It's like, hey, Sheldon, did you want any good dreams?
I get up from a meditation pose. I go over to the door, open it up, and stare at him in the eyes. And goes to bed.
I heard a meh, so as he went to
He said
bed, I
nah. And
just. Nah? Alright, fuck it. Alright, go down the line. Knock, knock, knock. I think Rom's next. Hey, Rom, did you want any good dreams? Knock,
Hey,
knock,
hey,
knock, knock, knock.
Rom.
Hey, Rom.
Oh, is it my room next? I thought you.
No, it's Raylith.
I thought
is
I was
next,
on the
but I
furthest
thought-
to the light.
I just
Yeah,
skipped Rayla's
Rayla-
room. I already
Rayla's
know.
Oh,
is
okay, okay,
next,
okay.
but I thought-
I didn't know. You didn't say that, so I didn't know that. I thought you were okay.
Rom's.
Anyway, okay. Anyways, after hearing this knock on the door, I'll kind of set my star map aside and I'll open the door, kind of like just a tiny bit where I can like peek my face through. Oh,
You just
serious?
see,
How
like-
can I help you?
Hey, just wondering if you wanted any good dreams. I'm not gonna charge you. Don't worry.
See about that. I don't exactly have dreams, so I don't think you can help me. But it is still greatly appreciated.
Do you sleep?
Yes, it's just because I met Blim. Ever since then, I haven't been able to experience dreams. I can still sleep just fine and feel well rested right after, but I
Interesting.
don't remember what a dream feels like.
Can you go to sleep?
I can right
I
now.
would like to.
Good night.
I would
and
like
I'll
to
shut
try.
the door.
Okay, cool. Ah,
Then
I wish
Blim,
to-
Blim turns to look at Rom and goes, "What was that for?"
What do you mean?
Well, if he can deliver dreams, I may be able to suppress what's causing you not to dream. If we work together, I might be able to do that.
Well, but I thought me not having dreams was a good thing because that's what you told me. I can't be affected by dream magic in that sense.
Well, yes, but sometimes it's nice to drift off into your own little land.
I think I should just focus on what you told me. I should just focus on the star charts. But thank you, Blem.
Yeah, and I have a feeling you're gonna be with these guys for a little while, so just let me know if you feel like taking a break. I know you work very hard on what you do.
Well, you did tell me the stars would guide the way, so that's why I'm here.
I know, and then he'll kind of just bounce into a corner and like lay down.
Do you want to sleep on the
Alright.
bed tonight?
Uh,
So I'm sure it's a lot more comfy than the floor.
sure. And then he kind of like walks up toward the bed and just like prepares himself and jumps as high as he can. And he lands on the bed and then he lays down at the end of the bed.
I'll like pretend to pet his like spectral head, and then I'll just lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah, Connor, he will.
Alright, so I'll just like, okay. I go over to my room, look out across the street, and just I just like fall back straight onto the floor, ignoring the bed entirely. My tentacles like wrap around, and I just fall asleep. Pretty much cocoon myself.
Okay. Well, Tolith, are you doing anything before you go to sleep? Mr. J? Are you doing anything before you go to sleep?
Nope, I go sleepy time junction.
Sleepy time junction. Okay. Well, Sheldon, you said you were meditating. You just meditate and then go to sleep, or?
Yep.
Okay. Raylith, we don't really know what happened to you after that whole conversation, so anything you would like to do before you go to sleep?
He is going to very uncomfortably fall into a trance.
Okay. So, now we're gonna, once you guys, you all fall asleep, uh, you hear a faint pounding. It's the most faint.
Ryan, don't reference mine.
It's the most faint from Rom's side, but it's much louder on Tolith's side.
Is he fucking?
I was about to say.
You can hear some grunting, and some moaning, and then you guys
Ryan
fall off to
literally
sleep.
just copying my campaign.
There's a reason why that happens, but you'll figure that out later. That's why there's pirates. I want you guys as players to think about something for a second. Really just AJ and Michael. Because this is going to be important for you guys to understand. There was a campaign that you guys did in person with Trey being the DM. Do you remember what campaign that was that may involve pirates?
Pirate campaign?
Yeah, pirate campaign.
Literally called pirate campaign?
Yeah,
So
that's pretty much just what we called it. What about it?
So keep that part in mind as we continue through this campaign.
Okay.
You've had
Okay.
pirates involved, and you've had Michael's pounding guy involved. Keep that in mind as we keep going.
Oh god.
What
Oh
a name.
no.
What a
Okay.
name.
Just keep that in mind. It's gonna be very important as we move through, and maybe I don't know if we'll get there in this session. I hope we do, but probably not.
That's the name of my character after like this one dies. That's the name of my character.
Pounding Man?
guy.
Pounding guy.
Pounding
Yeah.
guy.
Pounding.
Yeah.
He's
So-
a barbarian.
He just pounds the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Sure. In every way, shape, and form.
So you guys all wake up, and
I wake up 4 hours earlier than everyone.
okay, well, as
Ah.
everyone else is sleeping, the raven appears back out your window.
I'll get water.
I open the window.
Finally, these guys are asleep.
You said to trust no one. But
I
I
should-
trust these
I should
people.
probably elaborate on that. You found good people.
Trustable people.
Just to these ones.
They, for some reason, I can sense that they can't be mind controlled like everyone else can. But I still feel Shalu's energy within them, and I also feel it within you.
We're just anomalies ourselves.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. But I can't exactly tell you what
And
that.
really,
Yeah, that's kind of something that he's made very clear that I can't tell you.
answers are earned, not given. And now I
Depends who's
have to
asking
find
the
the answers.
questions.
But what I do know is to maybe for you to understand that, nor obviously I can't tell you, but you should be able to figure it out yourself. Um, Zwark, as obviously you know, you've talked to multiple people today. Um, he has obviously been doing this research, and maybe he could figure out your guys' connection. Um, and I know I overheard Schvark talking as you guys left, and he said he's not gonna really be in town tomorrow, so he's not really gonna be much use to you guys. But I personally just need you to head towards Swark so we can get that way you can have the information that I do, and you guys can figure out what to do about Shalu.
What to do about Shalu?
What to do about Shalu?
Yeah. Theme song.
And you can tell the way because the way I'm speaking is it's very hesitant with the words. She's trying not to piss Shalu off.
She is another thing about my god. She's very cryptic.
Mhm.
So speaking in mysterious ways to make you find the answer yourself.
Yeah. Well, there are things that she is allowed to say. So, in terms of
Like God, like
because
follower.
Shalu is so strong that knowing these things are important,
Okay.
which is why she would tell you. But yes, I understand the mysterious aspect of her.
I'll do as you ask.
Try to open up with these people. You're gonna need them, and I don't exactly want to see them anytime soon.
I'll protect them.
You'll see me flying in the morning as it flutters off.
In the very early morning.
Yeah.
And yeah, as the raven flutters off, Raylith's gonna turn around and look at the stuff that she already had packed, ready to leave alone, and think for a moment.
Is
And
this the
she'll
time
just
everyone
kind
else
of
wakes up now?
No, so you guys are still asleep for another 4 hours.
Gotcha.
so she'll just kind of wait along in her room and have she already has everything packed.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna wait.
Okay. Well,
Sit down and wait.
we will flash forward those 4 extra hours where the rest of the party is awake. So you guys all wake up.
I wake up. I just spin my tentacles like a helicopter to really get me going in the morning, you know?
I'm sorry.
Helicopter,
His head
helicopter.
editor lived in Idaho.
That is awesome.
Idaho.
Yeah, so yeah. So I went over, right? And just wake up with a different accent every morning. I wake up, I like kind of like open up my windows.
Mr. J,
Oh.
mute
Hey,
the phone.
TikTok
Sure.
man.
Hey, TikTok man, we hear your videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up in the morning, I open up the windows, and I'm just like, oh, that was a damn good night's rest. And I just look back out. Do I see anybody outside?
It depends. Do the other party members exit their rooms as soon as they awake?
Oh, I
Well,
mean, like
yeah.
outside on the street. Like,
Oh,
I
then
open
yeah,
up the
you
window.
see just normal people.
Ah. People.
Everyone's already gone to work. Like everyone's, doing their thing. So
Normal.
Fair enough.
people.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
are
know,
not
right?
normal people. We are adventurers.
All right. So then,
Well, yeah.
as I start turning towards the door, I just have one of my tentacles open it up, and I'm just like, look down the hallway, left, right, left, right, left, right again, until someone else comes out. Just constantly,
You
just
keep looking.
At
Okay.
this point,
continuously. Like,
Rom wakes up, kind of poring over his work that he did last night with Blim, kind of rolls it up and sets it back in his bag at his side. He's going to kind of do his morning routine, start getting himself ready. Then he'll wake up Blim, and then have him, and then he'll absorb Blim inside of himself and walk out of his room.
ah, good morning. That took about 53 head turns.
You were counting your head turns.
Of course, when I'm bored, I wait for other people to wake up. Seems like you were the first, other than myself. But you know, it's super easy to get in and out of a dream for me.
Right. Well, anyways, on to other topics.
While you all chit chat, I'm gonna use the restroom.
How was your night
Sorry, go.
last night?
Oh, it was wonderful. I fell asleep. I had some of the best dreams. I was going around in the theater plane. I was not a theater, sorry, the dreamer plane, and I was talking with mom. She was doing great. We were talking about some of the other gods and how they're doing, and can't spill that to you. It's kind of not allowed. But other than that, it was really nice. Felt like I was riding on clouds and then swimming in the ocean. It was a bliss all around. How about you?
Fairly quiet. Just a blank, nice sleep.
I offered.
You did, and the offer is still greatly appreciated.
Of course. Well, there's always tomorrow night, and then the next, and then the next. All that fun stuff.
You're not going to ask me every night, are you?
No. Once you usually say no, I'll just wait until you ask me and be like, hey, I've been having a tough time or something like that. Can I just get a really good night's sleep? And I'll be like, of course, and then help you. I'm not going to ask. I'm just letting you know that the opportunity is always there. I don't want you feeling, down and out for the rest of the time.
Well, good to know you won't be up my ass the whole time. But anyways, there was
I just look at you like,
there were some matters I would like to discuss with you and the others.
well, once the others wake up.
Have you tried knocking on their doors?
No, I just keep turning my head until they come out.
Why don't you and I try
60.
knocking on their doors?
Raylith is gonna hear the commotion and going outside, and she's gonna open her door.
I turn over to Raylith. I'm like, see, you don't have to knock on the doors. Just turning your head multiple times works.
You had to come out now and prove his point?
I was just hearing you talking.
Sorry, misplaced blame. I apologize.
There is no blame for scientific evidence.
Now, should we wake up the other two and talk about some business that I would like to discuss?
All right, fine. I used my two tentacles because I believe Tolif was on my right side and Sheldon was on my left.
If
So
you're
I'm just
looking
gonna
at
use
your
both my
doors,
tentacles.
yes.
All right. So either way, I'm just gonna use my tentacles and just have both of them knock on the same time. Just
Yeah.
dun dun dun. Just while still facing and talking with the other two.
Alright,
Yeah, and
Sheldon,
as you guys each walk out, you'll notice that the names have disappeared off your doors.
Damn, someone stole my name.
Well, Looks like this is the only
Sheldon-
night we'll get to stay here.
Sheldon wakes up to the noise of the banging, immediately opening his eyes. He feels his head pounding, just
Really
absolutely
hungover.
scorching. He slowly gets up out of bed, starts walking slowly to the door, opens it, stumbles out of the door, and throws up all over the floor.
Do we hear this,
We
Mr. DM?
Sorry, I was reading something. What's
Do
up?
we hear-
reading the podcast
Do we hear the
topics?
sound of Sheldon puking his guts up in his
Yeah.
room?
Yeah.
I'll like kind of shuffle over to his door and I'll like knock. Sheldon, are you all right in there?
What is it? What day of the month is it?
I don't know, DM. What day of the month is it?
Wait, well,
I
we
don't
haven't
know.
We didn't ask.
It's
we
the
never
third.
asked a person.
It's a third
Well, we
now.
wouldn't know that. No.
Of?
How would we know that? We
Yeah,
didn't
how do we
ask
know that?
anybody. We didn't ask anybody.
Well, you can assume based off of Schwark's conversation about the fact that his
We
father
were-
was just there.
We were knocked the fuck out. We don't even know what year it is.
Yeah, 600 years ago.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Yeah, we were knocked out. We don't know what season, what month, what day. Hell, the moon cycle could have happened 3 years ago. We don't fucking know shit.
Sheldon, would you like some help with your hangover?
Yeah, I'll be fine. And Sheldon just starts to stand up finally, goes over to the door, opens it, and comes out.
When he comes out, I'm going to literally put both my hands on the side of his face and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Jesus. Cure wounds? That wouldn't that be like a that's
No, shut up.
no
It's
there's an
flavor!
ailment one.
I will
Yes,
allow
flavor.
it. I
No,
will allow
There's
it.
an ailment.
All right, so
It's flavor.
I'll Cure Wounds his hangover away. How do you feel?
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, what's up, buddies? How you guys doing?
Good morning. Now, Tolith, are you ready to go?
yes.
All right. I have some business I would like to discuss. So, as we know, Schwark wants us to go to see Swark and wants us to go northeast towards his kingdom. I believe.
Schrock wants to see Schrock.
Listen, these names are just as confusing to me as they are to you.
I'm very confused.
As am I. But I believe our best chance of figuring out how this anomaly occurred and how we're all connected is if we travel together as a party.
I'm down.
Really? I thought there would be a little more hesitation.
Not
Glad to
at
know-
all.
Glad to know that I'm
Just-
in good company.
Yes, yes.
And the other
Long
three?
as-
Sure.
Would you like to join me in Cirrus?
Don't see why not. But
We
nowhere to
have to
be.
stay with each other to survive.
That's pretty cryptic. Anyways.
Sheldon?
Man, it's
Will you
almost
join
like
us?
his god is cryptic.
Of course.
All right. Well, I suppose we should partake in some breakfast and then once our meal is done, we'll set out for the road.
I love breakfast.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. All right, well, let's go to breakfast.
And on that note, I'm going to walk downstairs and go get some breakfast.
All right. Well, you guys
Sure.
walk downstairs and you see just massive row of just tables on all three walls, and just people chowing down, dude.
Oh, it's a party.
Yeah, the buffet over there.
I'm going to go take a seat at the bar.
I will actually go visit the apothecary first. I did say I'd meet him on opening.
This is true.
Cirrus,
Yeah,
one more thing.
shit.
If you're going to go out while we're all eating, be sure to be back by the time we leave, so we don't leave you behind.
Do you have a time estimate? You can take about 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Well,
Guesstimate?
depending on how much food they need to cook, we'll shoot for an hour.
Here, how about we do this?
Just be back here in
If-
an hour.
Either that, or if you guys don't come in to see me, I'll go into the tavern to find you guys. Or if you guys finish first, come see me in the apothecary.
Just be back here in an hour.
All right, fine enough.
All right. Well, we're gonna do apothecary first. So.
Yay!
So
I meet
Cirrus
the
walks
man.
into the apothecary. Little dwarven dude is just chilling on his stool as he looks over the counter. He's like, "Ah, my tentacled friend, welcome back."
Told you I'd be back. I go up and I like wiggle my tentacles, all of them, like while doing the jazz hands. All right, I meet him at the counter,
What
and
can
I
I do
just
you
like
for?
sit there. Well, like I said before, I wanted to see if you had any intoxicants, health potions, or poisons. Any of the three work for me.
That
Well,
rhymes.
I got a couple of potions.
You got any poisons?
No, I fortunately sold out of all of those yesterday. I don't know why people like poison so much. But
That's
a couple of the guards took them, just in
that's
case.
mildly concerning. Were they all bought by one person, or was it split up?
Um, they were split up. Three of them were guards, and two of them were kind of shady townsfolk. But I didn't really think too much into it.
Have you had any people coming in for any remedies?
Not really, no.
So they're stockpiling poison without using it. Half by the military and half by the townsfolk.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
guys keep prisoners here?
yeah. I mean, we have a cellar in Schwark's Palace, but that's beneath the building, so I don't know too much about that.
I'm trying to figure out what a guard would have a need for poison. Or, I mean, if you have prisoners, I can see like.
Well, I have seen some. They put it on their blades when they get ambushed.
Smart. I mean, that's true. Are they preparing? What about the townsfolk? Are they all? Do they also come to the defense of the town, or do they
Yeah, I
hide away?
mean, I know some people have come in, for like rats and stuff.
Mm,
They'll use it
rat
for
poison.
traps. Um,
Sorry.
but that's usually it. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we do have some like some bad people in the town that like to, they'll stab some people with like needles, but
We'll
usually
slip you a little something in your drink.
usually they
yeah.
you those ones, if you do it improperly, you can be cured relatively quickly and easily.
Just make sure that if you do sell it to the townsfolk, you always have remedies on hand, because if they poison your water supply, you're kinda effed. Just saying.
Well,
I've seen it happen.
that's not my problem.
The town's water
Just doing
supply? I feel
business.
like you. You know what? How many health potions you got, my friend?
We have guards watching our water supply. That's up to them.
Perfect. 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 All right. So then, health potions. What are we
Yes.
talking here?
We have and he turns to his shelf. He has one greater healing and three normal health potions.
And what are your prices, my dear friend?
Well, you don't look like you got much coin on you, bud, but is my normal potions are typically they're like 30, but I could drop it down to like 20 for you.
20 gold apiece?
Yeah, but the greater I have to get at least 60. It's not often I get those coming in.
Fair enough. Hmm. I'll buy one of your normal potions for the 20 if you throw in one of them ale bottles of mugs of ale.
25, call it a deal.
much is the ale worth?
The ale would be 5, while the
Wait,
potion would be 20.
I know that, but is the ale worth the 5 gold? Because if so, we scammed the shit out of the fucking tavern owner last night.
Well, it's different for different places.
Okay. Am I getting a whole casket or a cup?
You would get probably another pint.
Another pint? I'll just take the potion then.
Okay. So just one normal healing potion?
Yep.
All
20
right.
you said?
Yes, sir. 20 gold coin.
Adding it for healing potion. Alright, got it. And the weight. What is this weight of the healing potion?
Don't worry about weight.
0.
As long as it's not like,
Yeah, if it's not like a mountain
as long as it makes sense,
or
you
I
can
don't know,
carry
a
it.
giant pointing artifact, like don't worry about it. I will let you
As-
know if you pick up
as long
something
as
that
you're
is
not
massive.
carrying 20 great swords, you're good.
Yeah, I'll let
Okay.
you know if something gets too heavy.
So I look at him like, pleasure doing business with you, my friend.
All right, so you'll begin to walk out.
Actually, one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
I know you don't have any poisons made. Do you have any ingredients that are poisonous by themselves?
Yeah. I mean, I got these, and he pulls out like a little bag. He said, "I have these poisonous berries. Usually, what we do is we mash them up, and we do our best to get the poison to one side. When you open up these berries, you can see they're actually two different liquids. One side's the berry side, and the other side's the poisonous side. So we try to separate them. That way, we can sell the berry juice and sell the poison.
Interesting. How many berries would you say it takes to a normal person?
One of our poisonous vials usually will take about 15 to 20 berries, depending on the size. But usually it takes about 15.
Okay. And how much are you selling per 15 berries?
Well, this bag right here has 45 in here, so I could probably do another, say we'll call it 15 gold for this bag.
That's about 5 gold. And you know what? I'll take it.
How much fucking money do you have?
I had 55. I'm down to 20.
God damn!
These berries are definitely cheaper than the vials because
Oh god, yeah.
you have to be the one to put the work in.
Yeah, these are the raw ingredients, so they would be cheaper.
Yeah.
All right. So now I have a bag of berries.
We have money.
Some of you do. Some of you start with money, yeah.
How do we? Well, okay. I don't know where that's.
So
If you scroll left from where your stats are and scroll down, there will be a GP
That's
amount.
what I was thinking it was. W.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's-
change that.
that's your gold.
Awesome. And another thing, in the features part, do we use those?
Yes, that is like the stuff
Okay,
you can use
Okay.
just
Okay.
whenever.
Yeah. Keep in mind, guys, that Avery, this is his first time playing D&D, so
Mhm.
We're showing him the ropes.
Yeah.
Fair
You
enough,
chill
fair
on
enough.
him. Don't fucking be upset about him. 'Cause
yeah,
he doesn't
don't
understand
hate on him too
anything.
much.
Yeah, we already do that enough, so he
Yeah.
doesn't need any more hate than he already gets.
Yeah, we fucking hate you, Avery.
Okay.
Also, welcome Connor, new member of group.
Yeah,
Okay.
new member. This is kind of random.
None
3
of y'all
hours in.
introduced me to Connor. You guys knew him.
Nah, dude, we just throw him in here, dude.
Yeah, fuck it.
Connor's cool as
G doesn't know
fuck,
him either.
bro.
Appreciate it.
Connor is cool as fuck. That's
Michael,
for
I
real.
think, met him
very
once
cool.
or something. I don't fucking
See, you would be able to know me a lot better if you watched Lord Otis on There's like 75
Alright,
more
stop
stuff.
shameless
bro,
plug.
not the
Get back to
plug, bro.
D&D.
This is day one.
Alright,
This
Back
is
to D&D.
you're on
D&D.
thin ice, bud. You're on thin ice. This is
First
You
off,
only.
plug your
first
Twitch
off.
one more time, we're kicking you from the group.
First
You're-
off, my Twitch is already
Wait,
dead. Don't worry about
wait,
it.
This is
for
Twitch
day
is already dead,
one.
Don't worry about it.
Someone in my chat, we were talking about the art and stuff. Someone in my chat said art, and his name is Bista King 6969. Me love art. Me love art.
We love the art.
We love our.
Alright,
Alright.
back to D&D.
Anyways.
Sirius,
back to the
are you done in apothecary, or is there anything else you need?
Yeah, other than my failure at spelling poison, yes.
All
Pretty
right.
done.
So you begin to walk out the apothecary, and we're cut to the tavern. So
I am sitting at the bar.
okay. Everyone else, where are the
Yep.
boys?
Uh,
And the
probably
girl. And the
Bar
girl.
and the woman.
Warm
No woman.
Warren.
And a woman.
I'm currently in the bathroom trying to make myself look right from last night.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm just I'll sit at the bar as well, sure.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
sit next to Realm.
bro.
so the owner slash the bartender, he works again today. So he comes out with just
Break that.
and throws like 6 plates across the table, just all with food, and they land perfectly in front of you.
Ooh.
A couple,
Uh,
I know. There's 6 of them. A couple of them fly by you to the other people at the bar.
Okay, so I look down at the plate. What am I about to eat?
You got boys. We got some fish sticks.
What's on the menu?
We got some fish sticks, some eggs, and some bacon.
Just for free?
Yeah, well, you guys, you entertained me last night, so, and plus
Wow,
I just got the big payday today, so I thought
Fish
it
for
might
breakfast is
spoil you
wild.
guys a little bit.
Well, you are
Thank you.
truly a generous soul. I'm just gonna start eating.
You start
Let's
showing.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chow down.
A whole plate of peas.
Just a bowl of peas.
One whole plate of ping.
Alright, well, y'all just start chowing down.
No, I'm just gonna eat.
Okay.
Then once I'm done eating, I will wait for Cirrus to come back, and then once he comes back, I will have us leave.
Okay, well, at that time, as you guys are finishing your meals, Cirrus will be walking through the door. And he goes, alright,
in.
I got everything I got.
Ah, perfect timing, Cirrus. I saved you some fish sticks. Would you like them?
Oh, sure.
my
I love
fish sticks.
fish.
Fish
I go over,
I'll just kind of
I
like
go
toss
over-
them over.
and then I go over, and you just see like one of my hands just grab them, and I'm like, oh, great. And then like I turn over and I start talking to like or Sheldon. I'll go over and I'll talk to Sheldon. And as I'm talking, you kind of see them slowly start disappearing.
And then, okay, and then, yeah, then the bartender goes, he, like, whispers to himself, he goes, is that considered cannibalism? Is he part fish?
I'm like, oh, no. I'm, as much as I can speak to them, I am not a fish.
Fucking Aquaman.
He goes, alright, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your meal, and he goes into the back room.
Can I
Have a
pocket
good one.
fish stick?
All right, so we've all got some food in our stomach.
Why the
Should
fuck
we
would
be
you
off?
want to do that?
I'm gonna pocket
you-
a fish stick for later.
You just see my hand just go, ah, that was delicious.
Cirrus, you didn't
Yes.
eat it.
Oh, yes, I did.
Well, I didn't.
Consumed by the void.
Do you just eat things with your hands?
So, you don't hold that whole thing where I can change my legs from the human to the centipede? Centipede? What's it called? Shit, actually, out of character. What's the octopus thing?
Mm.
Centaur, whatever the hell is that?
Your
Tentacles,
tentacles?
yeah. So I went over, and in my hand, I switched from my normal hand and put like this tentacle like beak that a normal octopus would have in the palm of my hand as I slowly ate it. So no, don't
Terrifying.
worry. I can eat. I can eat
It's
from
terrifying.
anywhere.
That is very terrifying.
That's funky.
Fear is a
Spooky.
factor. Don't
Out
worry.
of character, you are a man-made horror beyond our comprehension.
For real.
And in character, I am too.
All right. Well, seems like we've all got some food in our stomach. Should we be off?
Of course.
All right. Northeast we go.
As our party members
Before
exit out
we
the
head out,
okay.
I'm gonna flip the bartender that one gold coin I stole from the dude as a little tip.
All right. And then as the party members walk out the tavern toward the wall that you guys exited, you guys start venturing off into the desert northeast toward Zwark's kingdom. And that is where we will end session 1, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still have 2 sheets of paper that I expected us to get to, so that didn't happen.
See what DMing is like, Ryan?
But
See, I had my
got,
plan. I had my campaign planned for 3 or 4 sessions.
but
and it got to
I
7.
did enjoy the character conversations a lot. I enjoyed that a lot. It was so worth like not getting to this to have that. That was so much. That was so fun to experience.
I like
Ryan?
roleplay.
Huh?
I like
Ryan, my
roleplay.
question to you:
What?
when we were in high school and you had to DM our group, how
Yeah.
many times did you just have to fucking scrap your paper because we did not follow your quest line at all?
How I'm still a mysterious turtle to everyone.
No, I more
You
or
are.
less.
You are so
Yeah, no
cool
one's
and mysterious.
questioned me.
I'm more like deflected. I kind of like let you guys
Give
do
it
your
time, Avery.
things
Give
in
it
that
time.
campaign, and then
I
deflected you
want
back.
it. I wanted to
on
build
track.
time up. I want to be like this cheerful turtle dude, but in combat, it's like serious as all get out.
That's
Oh,
pretty much
bruh.
one
I
of
feel
my
like
other
that's
characters
everybody
that
who's
I've played.
happy. Like everyone who's happy as a playable character, the second they get into combat
Yeah, my
becomes literal
backstory is
fucking
sad as fuck, bruh.
My backstory isn't sad, but it's like, man, did you end stream?
No. We're
No,
reviewing, bro. We're reviewing.
Okay.
Yes. Well, anyways, good first section.
review.
Avery, you did great for your first time ever playing D&D.
We didn't really do a whole
sure we did
lot
a-
apart
I mean,
from
yeah.
role playing.
Didn't do a whole
I had
lot.
fun. I
So
had
we
fun.
wait till combat, and
Avery,
things are
we
gonna.
drank.
Combat's gonna be
Things are gonna
It'll
interesting.
be fine.
We drank
It'll
and
be
gotta-
partied and you
fine.
stole from a
Ryan,
guy.
Gotta love
later, I gotta
combat.
talk to you about combat.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all we got for tonight, boys. Next week, same time, we will continue for session 2 as we head toward Zork's kingdom and see what you guys can do over there. Try to figure out what's going on with these anomalies. Are you an anomaly?
Probably.
And
Yeah,
what are
we are.
the correlations that have
Oh
happened?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
far, the only correlations we've had are pirates and Pound Guy.
Pirates and Pound Guy.
But we will
Can't
see
wait.
y'all
Find out next time
next week.
on Forgotten.
New video coming out this
Ooh.
Friday, CSGO Funny Moments 2. So make sure you watch that when that comes out. And
Oh, yeah.
And there might be a new series starting. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
we
say
got a
what,
new-
but there might be.
we got a new. Well, I've already
Oh,
talked
maybe,
about it a
maybe,
little bit.
maybe.
Yeah,
Keep your
so-
peepers out. Keep your peepers out for that one. That's gonna
Yeah.
be fire.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna hopefully
Fire.
involve all 6 of us. So,
Yeah.
but we'll see y'all next time.